All right, right before we start this, I'm gonna go grab a cup of tea.
That might be a
Couple
problem.
tea. I got some pure leaf brewed herbal tea with its cherry hibiscus.
So you look pretty good, my brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, you
You
definitely look pretty
good.
defined.
I changed the settings a little bit. Figure.
Yo, so who wants to start being a VTuber with me?
What's that?
Virtual tuber? Virtual YouTuber? Is that person playing Star Wars Battlefront dressed as a scout trooper?
I hope so.
I love it. I love it a lot.
Oh well, doesn't look as nice as I think. It was too much white. Too white. Do this. What are you talking about?
Watching this dude on Twitch, Dazu the Devastator. Dressed as a
Everything
scout
is-
trooper from Storewares playing Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Neato. What an invigorating pre-show.
How
I
did
know,
you?
right?
How did you like
What an invigorating pre-show.
destroy all humans? Did you play
I know,
this?
right?
How did you like?
What an invigorating. Oh shit, sorry.
Right?
I had a little bit of feedback. But I'm liking it. It's pretty much a remaster of the same game.
Oh, it's a
So-
remaster.
Yeah, it's like literally the same exact thing, as far as I remember.
Just looks prettier.
Yeah. Made in Unreal. Yeah. If you like the original one, I'd recommend it.
You know what needs to be made in Unreal? A new fucking Unreal tournament.
Yeah. Well, don't they still have one that's relatively popular? Like,
I don't know.
isn't Unreal Tournament
they
like
have, like, a
2004 still popular?
Yeah, 2004 is still popular.
And that game still looks nice. Just wild. But if they made a new one of those, or if they made even one of the third-person ones, that'd be pretty dope too.
Yeah.
I got one more thing I gotta do. And I have to use bathroom. That'll be fast.
Oh, and there's 3 free games right now on Epic Game Store.
Ooh, what
Yep.
games?
20XX, Barney, and Super Brothers.
Fuck out of here,
Oh,
Barney.
hello, my name is Super Brother.
I've never heard of any of them, but I will definitely take a look.
20XX is really good. It's
look-
pretty solid if you like Mega Man X clones.
So it looks like one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, it's think of Mighty Number 9, but
There it is.
good.
Go watch you.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, and then I'm ready to roll. I
Yo,
hope.
you ever see the
Righto.
video of the Mario Bros. Sex Education?
I don't think so.
It's a parody of the old Captain N animated show from like the 80s. And it's Mario sucks up Captain N, who's just this kid, and he goes, "Hey, yeah, spaghetti, linguine, fettuccine, you know, that kind of stuff." And then he goes, "Here's my brother Luigi to talk to you about to talk to you." And then Luigi comes in frame and he goes, Hello, Mario. This is the male penis and testicles. And then it's just a picture of a, like a atomically correct picture of a flaccid penis and some testicles.
Of a nice dong, you know.
Yeah, 6 out of 10.
Okay, it gives me some context.
Yeah, and then he goes on about talking about like puberty and stuff in both men and women. It's pretty funny. Because there's Mario going, hey, look at that linguini. Talk about the gabagool. And then Luigi just goes, why, yes, Mario. Over time, the testes grow in accordance to the penis. The male penis. He refers to it as the male penis. The male penis. As pubic hair starts to grow, and they just slap a whole bunch of Mario's mustache as the pubic hair. It's pretty wonderful.
I'm shook. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, sounds interesting, but
I'm surprised I haven't posted that on the Kitten Corner yet.
me too.
I showed Stevie and he loved it. Sex ed with Mario. What the fuck is sex ed with Gordon Ramsay?
Oh, God. Direct and straight to the point. Oh God, that's funny as shit. I could just hear it in little parts. Just... Oh. What the fuck is this pre-show?
Oh fuck. Sex ed with
Bitch,
was I looking up? Oh, Mario.
fucking spilled my fucking tea. God damn it.
Oh, there it is. Mario 6 ed.
I'm dead. I died. First you give me the Mario one. Then we were like, oh, let's just listen to this Gordon Ramsay one. Oh, that sounds like some quality content, let me tell you.
Oh, it is.
Elected to learn first about all the changes your body's been going through lately. Huh? Here's my brother Luigi now to tell you a whole heap in a spaghetti pile.
What the fuck are you doing?
Hello, Mario. Hello, I'm Luigi, and
Hello.
I'm here today to tell you all about puberty and its many effects. Puberty is a
I don't fucking know.
One hell of a pre-show, it's
Yeah.
time.
capable of reproduction. Well, don't just to tell him, Luigi. Show him.
What?
Luigi, what's that? Yeah, what is that? The male penis and testicle. Boys, testicular
What?
enlargement. First physical sign of
Say-
puberty.
What are you watching?
I fucking can't. I
I need one of you fucks to play Pokemon Go with me, guys. Can't be the only one in this whole group that plays Pokemon Go.
No can do, baby boo.
Hello, Mario.
This is Luigi.
Old
lost to a
heaping
sea dragon today, so
spaghetti
that's
load
always
about it. This right here is the male penis and testicles.
Yeah, I'm totally like 14. It's
Hey
alright.
man, if I got rid of this beard, this mustache right here, just screams like 14-year-old. The mustache that I've been trying to grow for years, for fucking like a decade.
Sometimes
Me
you have a really
too.
nice. We all have decent beards.
Well, the beard's
Thank
fine.
you.
The mustache, though, on the other
Oh,
hand,
the moustache part.
the
Find
mustache
something.
has been lacking for the past, forever.
So
I'll tell you what, the Battle of Waterloo, that was a fucking show.
Ooh, water.
do any? Oh, that's a good question.
Ooh, water.
He said it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Come back
damn.
to this shit. Ooh, water.
Do you guys stream to any other? Do any of you guys stream to multiple platforms?
I don't currently stream.
Yeah.
Just Twitch.
Twitch. What about you?
Maybe Mixer. I don't know. That would
I
be...
usually, whenever I do stream, I stream to Facebook.
Oh wait, that's not a thing anymore. Never mind.
Isn't Facebook?
Mark, you would know that if you listen to the Level Unlock podcast live every Sunday. Except
Or
when it's
Monday.
not.
That Sunday and the last Sunday and every other Sunday.
Live every
before it?
Sunday, except for when it's not.
Except for every Sunday for the past 6 months. Sorry.
So what do we got on the docket for today?
Where is that?
Oh God!
Find it.
It sounds like not a whole
It's gonna be
lot.
me. It's gonna be me giggling about fucking Gordon Ramsay sex ed and Mario sex ed.
Quality
it's gonna be-
content.
And me fucking quoting
Okay.
Uncle Roger.
Entirely too many of these here now.
Oh shit!
Jesus fucking Christ. You know, I like this red hue, but
Why-
it makes me look like I have lipstick on.
Why white people allergic to flavor? White people allergic to everything.
White people are allergic to everything.
What, did you see the that Uncle Roger guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did you see any of his stand up?
I haven't seen the
haven't,
stand up.
no.
No.
Oh my god, he does this one about how in China, like people in America have food allergies. They're allergic to peanuts. In China,
Oh,
if you're
yeah.
allergic to peanuts, you just die. You get disowned and you die. Oh, if you're something along the lines of you're not manly enough to survive a peanut. We messed up. We make new one. We could.
Uncle Roger afraid of ghosts. You afraid of peanut.
You make Uncle Roger so mad he put his foot off chair.
What the?
I take my-
Hiya! Oh fuck!
There it is.
All right, well let me know when you guys are all ready.
Getting called gay.
That's not what I'm looking for. Where be?
That's why I love Nestle Crunch. And then dude gets hit in the nutsack with a hammer.
Oh, where am I at here?
That's a good video.
This
That's not
made
a
me
good video.
nauseous.
That's not a good video. That's a lie.
Is that a thing that exists?
Oh yeah, I saw it on out of context
No.
Western porn.
Oh,
They in the comments. Oh,
All right, I'm just gonna get this out of the way right now. Where is the and I'll say it with mild shame. Where is the file that has? Where is the link in the Discord that has the show notes Google Drive document?
well,
Haven't
so-
really been making
Yeah.
one recently. I got logged out of the Patreon, so I haven't been able
Oh,
to.
have you? Oh,
Yeah. And
shit,
it
okay.
just requires like Walker to verify it.
Okay. if
Oh, that's
somebody-
probably what that was. Because I was
Yeah.
wondering what I was talking to him the other day. I was like, why the hell did we get an email saying there was an unauthorized login?
Yeah,
temporary-
it was probably me. And I was just like, oh yeah. And then
Listen, if you try to log in now, I'll do it right here, right now.
If
I got
we
the email
have,
up and ready.
is there more than one Google Drive document that we keep all the show notes in? Because you would think just to keep the same one and just keep writing more and more notes in it, like down.
Getting generous.
Well, I mean, I have mine.
Can you share that and then?
Yeah, it's in the Discord. It's in under news.
Your news? Under news.
Which class? You look like gas. What's wrong?
This is it, Captain 720. This is probably it.
Yep.
That's his. Where's yours? Is it the same? I would imagine that we would all just use the same one and then just constantly update it so we don't have new links every. I don't know though, because I'm very irresponsible and I haven't been. This is your guys' show for the most part. I'm just.
Well, it's usually I think the reason we do like the different ones is because we all kind of talk about different things. So like I mainly do like pretty much only do like the gaming stuff.
Would you be cool with using one document and just we'll section off our own little sections? Because I would be more inclined to like look at notes if I always know where to find them.
what I usually
just
end up doing is tossing everything in the channel and Discord, and then at the end of the week I would toss it into one document and post that on Patreon.
Okay.
But
Seems to
yeah,
be a more
whatever y'all want to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna this 726 document. Is that it? Where's yours? There's
726.
people's. There it is. I see it. I dropped it today at 8. Okay, so this is your stuff.
Is a tree.
Hey yo.
Who's that?
pass the
Who is
pizza.
the new dude in the Discord today?
Whomst.
I don't know. You guys were talking about Ark earlier, like sprinkles or something.
Spirit?
Yeah.
Oh, he's the guy at work that joined in for Final Fantasy.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why
That's
we just
Mike.
haven't-
He's cool.
I don't know why
Why's
we
that?
just haven't how me and Mike Zach haven't just made a Discord just for our Final Fantasy group for Spaghetti Squad.
That's
It's the best goddamn free company around. Shut up.
Spaghetti Squad.
Yeah, Spaghetti Squad, roll out.
Last time I heard somebody refer to him as Spaghetti was the Mighty Boosh episode. Like, I don't know what season it was. But I think it was episode season 2. He goes under the bridge and he's like, "Just had lunch. Had me some Skettos. The good, huh? Skettos.
Well, what about the
Talking about
meme?
SpaghettiOs."
What about the meme? Somebody touch on my spaghetti.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the old Italian like Goldilocks cartoon. I could
And
just
then
I
this
could
way-
just watch I could watch Nate vibe out for like hours. Like
Now,
that's the
will you
most
be-
entertaining thing ever.
Now, will you be discarding this document then, basically?
What was that?
I can't sing copyrighted music into the microphone, but
You can
I
sing
can
it.
just mute it and vibe out.
You just can't sound like the singer. Too much.
Too much.
I keep pulling my headphones down because that's like the way I do it.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about that.
I don't need to worry about that now.
No reason.
Can you
Oh
verify
my
me on your Pixel 3 XL, please?
Why is it showing up on my Pixel
What?
XL? I'm not even logged in.
So literally what it says.
Hold on.
Why is it not?
Dear parent,
Oh.
just because your child is smiling at their phone doesn't mean they have a boyfriend or girlfriend. Maybe they're just looking at pictures of Joseph Joestar. They're not wrong.
Hold on, this is broken.
Joseph is like one of the greatest characters of all time.
I just
I don't
fixed
I don't have a notification on my Pixel 3 XL. Mark, what do? Help.
Let's try it again.
Oh wait. Yes, I've tried
Press
I-
5.
5. Sign in
Press
for
5.
Thank you,
Fine.
my man.
instant load of viruses.
Now it's time to take this podcast down. Bitch.
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 Side. Furniture side. 2-player game.
Yet.
What happens when
Or-
you simultaneously whip and nay at the same time?
Huh?
It's a good
So-
question.
What
Is it-
happens when you simultaneously whip and nay nay?
Whip it and nay.
Yeah, you do a whip and nay nay at the same. No,
Oh.
that's him with the whoa.
Yeah, that was the woe.
I went. But I tried to
Yes.
nay.
So you
But I
have to
went-
go. You have to go.
I don't know how to do either.
Eh.
You guys
What is happening?
are all superior. At
I
doing
died because
everything.
the meme was too strong.
Oh.
Mark, you really got to change your pre-show tag to get rid of your mixer.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that until now. So, well,
Did you notice that your Twitch logo's backwards too?
no.
Yo, I'm just discovering so much stuff being on someone else's channel.
No, I'm just trying my best,
Don't fucking judge me.
Everybody's a hater, but that's all right. I love haters,
That's I.
and haters love me. It's the,
That's I.
it's the next. It's the name of my next rap album.
Yeah, haters. I love haters, and haters love me.
Yo,
Come, watch me as I climb up this tree. I'll let you watch me for a fee. Uh-oh, watch out. I gotta pee.
mad rhymes, bro.
Shit. I tried dropping the mic, but I landed right on all my keys.
Dad, can you put pants on?
No. Why do you think I have this lap board, man? So I don't have to wear pants. Why do you think I don't use a face cam ever? So I could just stream naked, my guy.
Fair enough.
Like, duh.
Comfort to the extreme,
Exactly.
my dude.
If I'm gonna be sitting here for hours on end, playing, I don't know, memes and dreams, Ghost of Sushi, maybe the
Shrek 2?
Akibi, Shrek 2. Well, I mean, pants are definitely gonna be off for Shrek 2.
You guys think Trump's gonna ban TikTok?
I don't know. Crazy.
That's already not true. Microsoft bought it. It's staying.
They are buying it.
Microsoft purchased, yeah.
Yeah, because they were. I think he was trying to give them an option, like a
quick
US
as
buy,
fuck.
a US buy-in or a buyback, some sort of buy-in. I don't know.
There was no reason to ban that. There was no reason to even start that.
I don't know enough about it. I heard something about there was technology in it that would farm your phone for data.
So
from-
does every app.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
So
most apps do that.
it's unto my understanding that that there's an assumed risk that since TikTok was owned by Tencent and since associated with the Chinese government, that can cause a problem with American security. That's what I believe. I know what this is about.
It's all
But
speculation.
Prove me wrong. I very well might be.
Prove me wrong, atheists.
Yo, when's this preamble gonna end? Are we
I don't know.
actually
I'm-
gonna
I've been-
podcast?
yeah,
Is the
whatever
whole
you-
thing preamble?
Yeah, the entire podcast is going just on the Patreon.
Yeah, we started early and it's still fucking 10:15.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like,
My
are we
God,
just
the description for this preamble is gonna be so goddamn long. In today's episode, the crew learns about sexual Gordon Ramsay and Mario and friends.
You cut out for a brief second, so all I heard, the crew learns sexual with Gordon Ramsay.
I mean,
Out of context, spaghetti.
yeah,
Oh my.
out of context spaghetti.
The world's a wild fucking place, boys.
Oh God, are we?
Yo, has
can-
anyone
can-
here got to watch Hamilton yet?
Walker
Walker's not
has.
here.
Hamilton is so fucking good.
I don't know, man. It's on Disney Plus. I don't subscribe to that trash.
All right, so I see that's how these fuckers do it. Okay, that's good.
Didn't you subscribe to HBO Max?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Get
thought.
out of here.
I
By
still
the
haven't.
way-
I still haven't canceled my subscription.
How many
he-
months have they got you? 2?
Fix this.
2, I think. Well, Stadia's gotten me for like 4 months, and then I got good at a game, so now I can't unsubscribe from it.
What's the game?
Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. I'm best goddamn player this side of the galaxy.
Ah,
Meet me at Evo, fuckers.
meet me at Evo, fuckers.
Sun Wukong, let's go.
That's what I thought.
Pro ZD.
Hold on, I gotta fix something. Shit makes me mad.
Turn away my shot. Not
Right.
throw
Oh.
shot.
Sonic Fox, I know you're listening. I challenge you to a game of Power Rangers Battle for the Grid.
Is
on
that like a
Google
fighting
Stadia.
game?
Yeah. Only on Google Stadia. I don't have it on anything else.
You ever see Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure when they go to hell?
What?
Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure?
I haven't. No.
They fucking break everything.
What the
Gonna,
fuck?
gonna be real. I haven't seen any of the Bill and Ted movies. Hey, okay, so hold up phone.
I've seen Excellent Adventure. I haven't seen the other one.
You fucking think you know these fucking people?
So wait, Jeff, you want to know something equally as crazy?
No.
Nate
You already broke my heart enough. Today.
Nate has not seen Predator.
Hang on. I bought it to watch it though. It's still not open, but I bought it to watch it.
He's not gonna watch it.
I am gonna watch it. I plan on watching it tomorrow after the gym.
He's not gonna watch it.
I'm
You
like
went to the gym?
60% gonna watch it.
What gym do you go to?
6% minus 50%.
I'm like 38% gonna watch it.
Yeah, then you subtract the 8 and then another 20.
There's a chance if I don't find something else to do, I'll watch it.
What is this, level 79?
Yes, sir.
Jesus fuck. So, multi-streaming is a thing that you can do with Streamlabs OBS. However, you have to be Prime.
Yeah, or you can just use Mob Crush.
Or you can just use Mobcraft, which is what I'm doing now.
It's free.
Well, I didn't test that. I was gonna use this show to test to see how well it worked. Just doing the multi-streaming through Streamlabs, and did not know you needed Prime to do it. So I have to push fucking buttons as this thing decides to push my buttons.
I think this was like a 30-minute preamble. It's gonna take all of like 8 seconds to upload onto Patreon.
What is?
This preamble.
8 seconds?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. It's not gonna take long.
I really want to know what our analytics are on Spotify. Actually,
Well, here,
Yeah,
let me
curious.
load it up real quick.
really, you can even look up that stuff.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
since I want to be a better member of this organization,
I'll need to remember what the password is, but I can just get you the password, the login info.
I listen to us on Google Podcasts every week.
Right now, for this month, we're at a 2.9% on Spotify. Last month we were at we were close to 10% of our listeners were on Spotify. 54.4 on Podbean, 39.8 are on FFmpeg, whatever the hell that is. 1% is on Spotify, or not on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, 1% is on Google Podcasts, and 1% is on Safari. Rounding
How
up,
much
of
was it
course.
on? How much on Spotify?
Like 2.8.
People
2.9.
or percent of our viewers?
Percentage.
What is it? Does it say what our weekly like how?
Well, out of the 103 people that have listened so far this month, between June 30th and July 3rd. Oh wait, no, that's June. Why is it June 30th? Oh, between August 1st and August 4th. Sorry. 3 have listened on Spotify.
100 people have listened to us in the last 4 days, though.
What?
We put out a podcast yesterday.
Yeah, last week's episode went out yesterday because me and Walker forgot.
Oh, shit.
We totally forgot. It was like Saturday, and I text Walker. I'm like, did you upload the podcast this week? And he goes, fuck.
Oh shit.
Whoops. Well, hey, starting month numbers are pretty damn good.
That's pretty good. Anything else then? What does Mob Crush get out of this? In this service.
All right, well, I'm officially ending the preamble right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So whenever you guys.
Hopefully everything works, but I think it will. I'm ready whenever you are, Spaghetti.
I'm ready whenever you are, Marky Mark.
All right, Gilgy, when you're ready to go.
I'm ready.
All right, let's count it down.
It'll be the starting suit screen now. Oh, it doesn't even ask now; it just does it.
Oh, Jesus.
Right.
All right. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome, everybody, to the Level Unlock podcast.
Yeah.
I will be your MC tonight. My name is James, aka People I Hate Studios, and I am joined by my friends and colleagues, Jeffrey Splash Screen
Let's bring that back. Take another whack at that again.
Take 2. Run it back, Chief.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Level Unlock podcast. Oh shit! Why is it every time that Walker isn't on the show, everything just goes to shit? All right,
our
so
standards just go straight down.
just
Sorry.
go down. All right, so hey guys, welcome to Level Unlock podcast episode level, whatever you like to call it, 79. As always, I'm joined by Jeffrey Schroeder, the splash screen gamer.
Hey.
Mark Guy 729.
Oh.
And who the hell are you again?
I know.
I'm fucking back.
Guy.
I'm back with fucking energy again.
Oh wow, how was your trip around the world multiple times?
Oh, world tour was oof. Let me tell you, I got
how many interviews did you do?
Where'd you get stuck?
Where'd I get stuck? Boca Raton.
Oh dang.
Good old Boca Raton.
Boca Raton.
You always get caught up there, and I can't explain it.
Said you
See,
went
I thought
no.
you took a left. I could have sworn you took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Yeah, but
See, that was my first issue. Boca Raton kind of just sucked me in for like 8 days. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, but you said you weren't gonna go there after last time.
I wasn't, and then I was going past and
Couldn't help yourself.
right on in. But no, fucking my little tour, it was great. I fucking It wasn't great. I was deathly ill for like 2 fucking weeks.
Wait, so you mean we just lied to these people about you being on world tour
Well,
instead
no,
of saying that you were deathly ill?
I was
Well-
deathly ill on tour. I
Oh,
couldn't leave the bus.
but how did you
Quarantine
conduct all
driving.
those
entire
interviews?
time.
You see, they sat on the outside of the bus, and we put a canopy out so they were under the shade, and we ran some like cords and some mics through the windows, and we just talked there, and I like peered out the window, and you could only see the tip top of my face, and I looked at him, and made eye contact and talked the whole time.
That seems like a terrible interview.
Well, at least you had fun.
Oh yeah,
It's all
great.
about learning and growing.
Yeah, absolutely, of course.
Not allowed to go there though.
Oh my. But yeah, we're fucking back. I should be good for the foreseeable future. Yeah, no, fucking just crazy shit the past fucking what, 5 weeks?
Something like that. Well,
Yeah,
when
it's
did we
been
go to When did we go to Popeyes?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much last time we went to the time we went to Popeyes.
Damn you, Popeyes.
That was the end.
That was the end.
Send you on a spiral, let me tell you.
Their spicy chicken sandwich, too damn good. Too damn
You want to
good.
know the thing? See, I got on the news that day, and my fucking career just took off.
You're being interviewed for all kinds of things now.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
So what was your favorite thing that you were interviewed about?
Probably being the world's best marble artist.
Yeah.
I think that's one of my most favorite things.
Marble
Yeah.
artist?
Oh,
How do you teach marbles to
wait,
make
wait.
art?
Yeah. Well, no. Are we talking about that, or are we talking about using like marbles to make art, like
Oh, yeah, you
sculptures made of
fucking-
marbles?
No,
or-
you
Yeah,
just
exactly.
get a bunch of marbles and give them paintbrushes and teach them how to
Oh,
paint.
See, I didn't even think of that. That's ingenious.
They do really well, but it's only on like such a scale because they're not very tall.
Well, you just
Yeah.
get enough of them.
They make really good fucking street art. I'll tell you what.
They do
Yeah, see,
they
now
do
you
the
know.
ones with the planets where you take like the circular objects like paint cans and you spray paint around them. And then you take the garbage the newspaper and you do this with it and then you
Yeah,
it looks like a
that looks like something else.
scene.
Yeah.
I would say some shit like that.
Well, yeah, fucking yeah, back.
Welcome back.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess we should just go right into the weeks then with you, Nate.
Okay.
Or I guess like month and a half.
Yeah, I've had it.
So realistically,
We're gonna be here for a
the
while.
majority of my week, I mean not my week, but like my last month, I was extremely sick. I still don't have my fucking results, but that's cool. Yeah, I was sick for like 2.5 weeks. That shit was awful. Like that was really, really not fun. Before that, I was hitting the gym every day, and maybe I got sick there. I don't fucking know because I don't have my
You
results. so I don't know what happened.
probably did. Even if you didn't have Dave, you probably got sick from the gym.
Yeah, you're sick
Those
from
are
something.
breeding grounds of ickies.
Yeah, they can be for sure. I mean, I spray the bullshit out of everything, so like, I did my due diligence. The problem is if other people didn't do theirs.
Everyone else.
Yeah, that's really all I did. My fucking internet went out for like 3 days at one
Oof.
point. That was cool.
That's
Because the fucking line in the back came down. We didn't know because it was still up, but like apparently it just didn't work like at all. So we took it down. We had them come out, take it down, put a new one up. We were good again. My favorite thing that happened, and this happened like 3 days ago, I got a new car. Because I sold my old car to my cousin because he wanted a new car. And he had never gotten like a pretty much new car. And my Mazda was like in pretty much perfect condition. Like it was flawless. It was all super clean. And then so I went and bought a 2020 fucking Civic hatchback. And let me tell you, I never thought I'd be a Civic guy. I never thought I'd be able to fit in a Civic. There's a lot of fucking room in those Civics.
Yeah, there are.
Back in like up to like 2016, apparently there was a huge complaint about Civics being too small, too like tight. And then they're like, fucking fine. You're saying this is this. We're going to go in the exact opposite direction. And now they're going to have to make the Accords larger on the inside because it's basically fucking an Accord interior. It's fucking huge. But yeah, so I've actually really enjoyed driving that thing. It's got a super smooth drive. It's really fun to just fucking gotta go
Zoom.
fast and oh yeah. Fucking other than that, I haven't done a whole lot. As I was getting better, I started playing some games again. Still haven't been playing too many video games. I've honestly been watching a lot of Netflix just because I am still dealing with a bit of fatigue. So if I get quiet towards the middle of this and kind of slump back, that's why. Because like right now I'm using all of my energy. But no, yeah, I get pretty fatigued after like 20 or 30 minutes of like talking pretty fast and moving around a lot. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I haven't done a whole lot. Nothing's been too crazy wild. I did a rebrand again because at this point my name should just be fucking pending.
Yep.
I don't know. We'll see. I think this one resonates with me to the point where I don't want to change it anymore. I also thought the one before that did, but I can't decide. Right now I like it. We'll see what happens. Huh?
What are you calling yourself?
Right now it's Gilgamesh.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah. This motherfucker.
And I'm like, who the fuck is this? All over our channels, just dropping links and memes and other shit. No, I didn't think it was you. You was in China or wherever the hell you was at, France, doing interviews.
Yeah, man. Fucking.
Jeff, I fucking love you.
Fucking movie star.
That's you.
I didn't know that.
No, yeah, fucking. I'm rocking Gilgamesh. Mainly because I fuck with the old story. It's neat, and it's also kind of based around the anime character I really fuck with. It's one of my favorites. Mainly, I just fuck with the name, and I like it, so I'm gonna go with it.
Cool.
And until something else tickles my fancy enough, we'll see. I don't fucking know anymore. I change names a lot, and I just try to find something that like I don't ever get tired of. But we'll see. But I mean, honestly, other than that, I watched a couple movies. I watched Hamilton. Hamilton was super fucking good. 100% recommend watching that. But yeah, I mean, that's really it for me from the past like month.
Nice.
Mark, I haven't heard you talk about yourself in a while. What's going on?
Yeah, nothing too crazy. Just working a bunch and then trying to figure out everything that's, I don't know, going on in my life. I haven't been playing too many games recently, but I guess I did play Rocket League yesterday. So that was definitely a shit ton. Really fun. What else have I played? I guess I played Session for a bit. As James was trying out his new favorite game.
Which one?
Was it Skater XL? Yeah. So, good old skating games. Wasn't anything too crazy. I played some City Skylines. That game's beautiful and definitely relaxing.
Did you mod it?
I'm getting there. I played through like 1 or 2 play sessions on modded, and then now I added a few to handle traffic a bit better, because now my city's getting a bit bigger. So
traffic mods, and then 3 days later you're so angry because you've ruined your entire save because there's so many mods you've added to it that it causes your whole computer to just run down, fucking shut off, and
Need more dedicated wham for those
way
mods.
more dedicated wham. Way more.
Yeah, and that game's definitely known to chug whenever it gets like later game.
Well, that shit's very processor heavy, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Not exactly sure.
A lot of number crunching in there, especially when you have like a bunch of traffic mods going on. Think it's easy being a traffic officer, sir?
It ain't.
It's not.
I played some Destroy All Humans. They put out their remake on was it the 28th, 24th?
28th.
You liking it?
Same.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same game. If you played it if you played the original one, you'll definitely like this one. Or if you like the first one, you'll definitely like this one. Has the same nostalgic factor. It's a little bit slower than I remember, but that's kind of how a lot of remakes tend to be, unless they're like total remakes or remasters. I don't know what's the right word.
Yeah, I would say remaster or no
Yeah, remake.
remake. I feel like is a better term for like that would be like Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil 3. Those
Yeah.
are I would say remakes. They're built from the ground up. While remaster would be like a Destroy All Humans or something like that, or the Tony Hawk ones.
Yeah, it's definitely a remaster. But it looks great. It plays great. I don't think any bugs really. Like, the game's just kind of goofy by itself, so it's difficult to tell what are bugs and what aren't. But I haven't had anything game breaking, so at least that's a positive thing. Um, then also good old Death Stranding. That's still in there. Well, I'll beat it someday soon.
One of these days.
Yeah,
Did
it's
you played much of it this week?
maybe not this week. Maybe 4 hours or so this week.
Oh, so you built a road.
Yeah, or finished like 2 deliveries because that's what I'm at this point.
Now, in Death Stranding, I hear eventually you run into Conan O'Brien. Have you ran into Conan O'Brien yet?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you run into Conan quick.
I put in
Okay.
a screenshot of him in one of our discords.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's like very early in the game.
Yeah,
Him and Jeff Keighley.
he's a secondary character in the cosplayer shelter or what I forget what they're called. It's
Well, I
been a
probably
while.
would have seen it, but I got this fucking random Gilgamesh guy floating around, giving me all kinds of anxiety. Wandering around in those channels. I want to talk to strangers.
But if
That's
you're
cool.
interested in it, I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
So everybody keeps saying that game is awesome.
Attention span or the time for that game.
That's what.
No, you don't.
Isn't it? Didn't you say it
Nate,
was like
you
50,
don't.
60 hours?
Yeah, it's a grind.
It's a hefty game, and that's if you don't want to do everything.
Yeah.
Does it have like all kinds of story quests and side missions, like in
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
what's that one game called? Skyrim. Maybe we'll go with that one.
Yeah, but
Sure.
they're laid out a bit differently. Like it
Okay.
isn't necessarily like side missions. Like they don't necessarily give you plot to it, but it's just like, hey, I'm an ecobiologist and I have all of these microorganism samples. Deliver them to the main city across the way, and that's what you do. And that's the story. You're rebuilding America.
Rebuilding America.
Yeah, I
Yep.
mean that's the best way to say it, without like spoiling a lot of it.
So sick and tired of that too. That's now that's not on Game Pass or anything, right?
No,
No, it's only on PS4 and Steam and Epic.
Okay.
yeah, so it's a full price game, but it's a Kojima game. So if you're familiar with how those are, you'll probably like it.
Okay.
Good
But
old
yeah.
genius Kojumbo.
That's all I got for my week.
Cool.
How about you, Jeff?
Well, it's been pretty eventful for the most part. Pushing buttons. A lot of Pokemon again. Goddamn that game. Fucking Pokemon Go. It sucks me in. It's like a vortex. You ever see the anime Vampire Hunter D?
It's really
Okay,
good.
Bloodlust. I'm talking about Bloodlust.
Heard
That's
of
what I'm
it,
talking
haven't
about.
seen it.
First off, you guys need to see that anime. It's definitely top tier. The story from when was it? If anybody would know, I would expect James to know. How old is the original series of that? Like 80s?
I thought like later 80s, early 90s.
Okay.
It was around the time of like the Dragon Balls, your
Right.
Rurouni Kenshins, your original Hajime no Ippos, that kind of stuff.
Right. And then Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust came out closer to like 2004.
Yeah.
Okay. First off, Vampire Hunter, beautiful, beautiful movie. And you know what's really fun is when you start using an analogy and then you forget what the hell you were even using. Oh, about how Pokemon. So one of the things he has is he has. All right. Also, what's the other anime that used to be on Adult Swim? With the wolf guy in it.
Inuyasha?
Inuyasha.
That dude that had the hand suck in everything.
Yeah, scared
Yeah.
me as a kid.
That is what happens when I start playing Pokemon Go. Except I'm being sucked into it. So Pokemon Go Fest was this last weekend. And because of Dave, which is the hyper adult term we use for the Roan, they didn't have it.
Nut.
Nut.
Me?
Super nut.
Yeah, that was used super nutting all over the place.
They
Really?
didn't have it.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah, yeah. Because of you know what it was? It's because I used the word Dave, and
Yeah,
Roan.
you got cut out real quick.
Yeah, dude, that was quick.
The
Holy
internet gods
shit.
were like, no. So because of that, they didn't have it at the location they usually do. They usually have it at at a place.
Nut.
Nut. Again. Dead fucking ass.
This microphone is supposed to be super sensitive and obnoxious, and it's cutting out all crazy. All right. So, anyways, instead of having it at one location like they usually do, it was like an.
What's happening?
I was just waiting for it. I think Walker had exactly the same issue with his mic too. Whenever he had
Yeah.
Really?
what's it called? A Yeti. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
just when he was to talk. Right. I was doing fine until a minute ago.
yeah.
Anyways, so they have it as an event instead of they have it as an event phone as far as a list. So they did. I know I'm all distracted now because I'm looking at the screen waiting for it to cut out all crazy. All right, focus.
We're waiting with bated breaths for the next nut moment to happen.
It's coming. It's coming. So that's what I did last weekend. Was the Pokemon Go Fest, which actually was pretty good. I had some fun.
Nut.
Nope.
Nut.
That is the term we use whenever people cut out for our viewers.
Real OG
Yeah, when our mics cut
listeners
out.
will remember this sound.
Right. Just had a great time. Caught a bunch of stuff. It was a good time. I had my cousin with me. Got him playing now. The addiction grows. From there, we went ghost hunting.
Oh?
We went on a ghost tour thing. It was pretty.
We didn't hear that at all. We went ghost hunting, and yeah, we oh,
Here.
try switching
Anyway.
it to a different mode, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, I see that the Discord's even like stuttering a little bit. It seems to do it when it's having a connection thing. I don't know. We'll keep going and see what happens. And we went there.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was just it was just silent. He was like, and we went there. Oh, I'm sorry.
All right. Oh my god. I hate this thing. Something. Every week, it's something. It
Well,
never
you
ends.
shut off the fucking windscreen first off.
I don't think it's the windscreen, bro. Why would
I
that
don't
cause
think
like
it's doing any favors.
Yeah, it sounds more
yeah, you're probably
like thing. Ooh, ooh,
There.
ooh.
There. Well, I just took it
Viola.
out. We're free. What is it? What is it when you're barebacking it?
Free balling?
No, I'm
Little
barebacking it.
free balling.
So, anyways, so we went on a ghost tour, and my uncle and aunt. Apparently, my uncle is the ghost whisperer because I'm watching your faces. It's hard for me again. But apparently, my uncle's the ghost whisperer, and all kinds of weird stuff was happening. They had all these electro gizmos and gadgets, and they were going off when we would ask questions, and they're like, all right, so did Colonel Mustard did it in the study with a lamp, and the little if so, make it red, and the green light it would go up to red. And I don't know, it was pretty cool, man. Eerie something. I'll post a link at some point to what it is because it was a fun time. But other than that, played a little more of the Sea of Thieves, which is always a good time, and Grounded with you guys, which I see you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But that has been my week in a cut up mustard way.
Not too bad.
Oh, and then I started going to the gym. So just wait. I'm gonna be all muscles. You wait.
Oh
Muscles.
shit.
I'm gonna be so
Get them muscles.
muscled that I can't even turn my head. I'm gonna do this.
You're gonna have to owl it.
Yeah.
You have to turn the entire body.
Yes. That's what I'm going for.
Bouncers are
there
gonna
soon
ask
enough.
you if they can come in.
So, can I get past you? You're like, make me. I'm gonna need to see your ID.
Your ID. See, I think that was I'm pretty sure that's about all I did this week. I don't know if I think of anything. I'll chime in later.
All right. That's usually what I do.
Yeah.
So it's completely acceptable.
Okay. How about you? How was your week, bro? What have you been up to?
My week has been filled with ups and downs, turnarounds, and terrifying fucking spiders.
What? Why
So
spiders?
I played a few games this week. I didn't play Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, I know why.
Let's go with the goods. So I played Cyber Hunter with good old Nate up here. And boy howdy, I think we made at least 10 kids break their iPhones.
Probably, absolutely.
At
You
least
fucking
10.
demolished them.
How many dubs did we get?
6, I believe.
6. That's in quads. That's not including the 3 or 4 that I got by myself. Just straight up Dub City, baby. Yo, I'm just waiting for the phone call from like FaZe Clan or something. I'm just waiting for
For
it.
Cyber Hunter.
For Cyber Hunt, dude, I take it. I take it, man. So got the dubs in that. I watched a lot of the show Food Wars, or as I like to call it, hey, do you like orgasms with your food? Master Chef Edition. So Food Wars, because you guys don't really know anything about it, because I've been very cryptic about it when sending you those screenshots, those very lewd screenshots from the show, is an anime about cooking. Go figure, right? It's about this dude who's like, hey, I'm a good cook. I'm going to run my family business. And then his dad's like, no, you're not, because our family business is shutting down for a few years. Go to this really prestigious cooking school for 3 years during high school and, go away while I go travel the world and cook. So then main pro tag boy, runs around and meets secondary characters, all of which either A, want to fuck him, or B, want to fuck his food, or C, both. So it is a shonen anime through and through. This is manly boy show about cooking. There's a goddamn tournament arc that I'm in the middle of. A tournament arc in a cooking show. Y'all ever see Iron Chef? It's basically Iron Chef. And they... I don't even want to call it an anime. I just want to call it food porn because there's just so much. They make the food look delicious, which I guess is the point of it. But that's like the main centerpiece of it is just the food looking delicious. And I'm watching this and I go, damn, I want to try that. I'm going to make that. And then I don't. I ended up eating like a Hot Pocket or something. But no, Food Wars, fantastic. One season, 24 episodes is on Netflix. The rest, the other 5 seasons, or 4 seasons, you have to watch on Crunchyroll. So that's where I moved over to. Better translation too, in my opinion. But, let's talk
what?
about the bad that happened this week. I don't like the game Grounded. I don't like it.
I don't
Not
know
for-
what it is.
Not for the reasons that you guys might think. It controls solid. It's fun to play. I fucking hate the spiders. All right, Nate.
What
So
is
are you familiar? Are you not familiar with the concept of Grounded?
Yeah,
don't
they're
even know-
terrifying.
Have you ever seen the movie? This is probably. I think I know the answer to this. But have you ever seen the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Yes.
I am shocked. Okay, so think of it
What?
as. So think of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids only as a survival game, where you have to craft resources and build a base. Jeff, you missed us building a base. We build a pretty nice base.
Is this a free game?
It's on Game Pass.
Nut.
Not Jeff.
Yeah,
we
what?
cannot hear. If you're talking, we can't hear you, bud.
Nothing. Empty.
I'm literally
Zonk.
seeing.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
oh.
it pops in from time to time.
Right there.
And then
Yeah,
just,
I'm literally seeing
Hey.
the green ring. It's
Hey.
Discord, bro. It is Discord because
Yeah, no, it
it's
was
showing
showing it up.
fine in OBS and green around the faceplate. I don't know.
Well, you're here now.
This is probably why I threw this mic across the room. a long
It's
time
probably
ago.
not the mic.
It's probably not the mic.
I know.
I'll
it's
put it
probably
on
like the high priority packet setting or whatever. I don't
In
know.
Dis-
Or encoder or whatever. Who knows? We'll fuck with it.
I forget
But
what.
what
Yeah,
are
I've
you
never
gonna
even heard of Grounded.
So it's by Obsidian, the people that made games nothing like this. Nighttime fucking sucks. Nighttime, negative tier, F tier. Negative F tier.
It's brutal. It's although it's
All
all
right,
the
so-
Minecraft sort of thing.
Yeah. Except Minecraft doesn't have super icky dicky spiders.
Okay.
So these are hyper realistic, disgusting looking fucking spiders. And I have severe arachnophobia.
Feels.
Even the arachnophobia mode, because it has an arachnophobia mode that it has a little slider from 0 to 5. 0 is fuck this. 1 is fuck this. 2 is they made it worse. 3 is holy shit, they managed to make it worse.
What
With
do they do?
They get rid of like appendages. They get rid of the fangs. And like it just makes it look so grotesque and disgusting. And 5, the mode that you're supposed to put on if you're a baby bitch like me, who does not like 8-legged things, and thinks they should just get off of our planet, is more horrifying than with it turned off. Or
Really?
equally as horrifying. Yeah. It's so imagine this. All right? You're walking along at night and it's pitch black. You can't see anything. And then all of a sudden you see 2 red eyes just start walking towards you. And then you're just like, uh-oh, this doesn't look good. And then you take out your torch, and it's two white blobs mashed together, floating in midair, making a sound.
What the hell?
At least when it's, hey, there's fucking like 18 million eyes that are glowing bright red, and I could see the appendages. The tendrils, if you will. I know to get the fuck away.
Yeah.
But this is like, my brain cannot comprehend that this is actually a thing. This, God made this as a mistake.
That's
Yeah,
horrifying.
grounded, pretty fun. I absolutely hate it. Daytime, well, I don't even know. Daytime, man, fuck worker ants, am I right, guys? That's a nice little grounded joke right there.
Fuck worker ants. What?
Ants are the worst. So, Jeff, this is after you got off and after I stopped streaming. But we're building our base. We're having a gay old time. Me, Mark, and Walker. Having fun. Then we look outside and there's this
Oh yeah.
800 goddamn ants
Yeah,
just busting through our walls and then getting stuck. It wasn't a good time.
Why? Why was all of that happening? What was attracting the ants to your base?
Oh, wasn't there something hanging out there? There's another insect that they were aggro to.
I think so.
Probably a ladybug or something.
No, it was another squad of icky enemies.
How much time do you have put into that game?
A few hours.
Yeah, a few hours, I would say. Because we played
Okay.
probably for another, like, what would you say, like 2 hours, 2.5 hours
Yeah.
after Jeff got off?
Did you play a lot other than that over the course of the week?
Not at all.
I played a few
Okay.
hours by myself.
Oh, I'm too much of a bitch baby to do that by myself.
I got through the intro and the part where you get right outside the base where you meet the spiders for the first time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a scripted thing because it definitely happened to me. But you know what happened to me in my playthrough? They actually got through the door. Yeah, it was quite an experience. And then
No.
I got myself glitched
No.
out of the lab and then broke out of the map. It was cool.
All right, so to put that into context, we were playing, and we get to this underground base. This is mainly for Nate right here. We get to this underground base, and we're exploring. It's dead of night. We just got done being chased by spiders. Walker's fucked off somewhere. We don't even know where he went. We just see his name
Sounds
floating.
about right.
Rocker
And
fucked
The
off.
fucking
somewhere.
distance.
So it's me, Mark, and Jeff hanging out at the doorway to the outside,
this part.
where there's like, how many was there? Like 3, 4 spiders just camped outside of that door. One of them was like trying to get in, but it was too fat. It was too chunky to get in. So it was just like you just see arms and appendages and fangs.
Yeah, just
And then Walker drops, and
clipping
we try to
through
go.
Yeah, there's a couple issues in that game.
Nut.
100% agree. That part was super
Oh, yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah,
Because like I went out, one of you guys ran out and you were like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna yeet it. I'm gonna go out." Because I think Walker died. Didn't he die
Yeah, Walker
down the
died.
hill a little bit?
yeah.
And then
he
I
did.
think it was you that was like, "I'm gonna go get him," and then you
went
ran out.
swimming.
Oh, is that where you went?
Yeah, I thought you went swimming, and I was like,
Oh,
"Fuck
me or
that
him?
shit." James.
No, well,
okay.
me, I remember you leaving, Mark. You left. I think you tried to revive
You left and
Walker,
died.
and then you dropped too. And me
I
and
think
Jeff
that's
were
when
just
you and I were like, we started
Fuck.
to peek out. That's right. We
Yeah.
both tried to run out and like, all right, let's see what we can do. And like the moment we ran out, we turn around and look up and like,
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, there was a shit ton.
I guess there might
was-
be like a nest there somewhere.
Yeah, I believe that's where they spawn. Is always on the tree.
it's terrifying.
And
It's
then
like
if you go
crawling-
underneath, there's like a shit ton of spiders too.
really,
Yep.
Yeah.
spiders underneath too.
Oh yeah, I met a bunch of baby spiders while I was fucking off during my run.
Baby spiders?
Oh yeah, there's baby spiders.
Are they aggressive?
Oh yeah, they are. They're super aggressive. They're easy to kill, but man, are they aggressive.
So
Oh,
does it appear
also,
that you can
spiders
tame
are
anything?
spiders are also super hard to kill.
Yeah,
Stupid hard to kill.
Who would have guessed?
They're your
Um,
boss monsters.
Does it look like does it appear to give you the ability to tame any of these bugs?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So far,
I definitely
don't
don't want
know.
to tame a spider.
That'd be
do or
cool
don't.
as shit, though.
Not at all.
Maybe that's how you conquer your fear.
Yeah, then you make friends and then bond.
You could be
No.
like Jeff from Billy and Mandy.
No. Yeah, it's just I'm Billy, goddammit. I'm gonna kill that spider. That's my son. My spider son.
Dad.
You'd be the Spider-Man.
The spider dad.
Haven't you always wanted to be a Spider-Man?
Nah. You obviously man spider.
I don't even think Peter Parker wanted to be Spider-Man.
No, literally no one wanted to be Spider-Man.
Then he just
Oh,
got
They were
bit.
just giving it.
Then he was just like, "Fuck, all right."
Guess I'm a Spider-Man now.
Good old Spider-Mans.
Yeah, so Grounded. Fuck that game. It's pretty good. Go play it.
There's a lot of bugs.
Yeah, a lot of bug. Haha.
And it crashes a lot.
I see what you did there. Oh yeah, it crashes well for you and Walker. It crashes all the time. You sneeze and the game crashes. While me, I'm like, this game works perfectly fine. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
One thing I forgot to mention about Food Wars. They say the word umami a lot.
Umami.
They're like, oh, the umami is so intense. Ah, you can measure this. You can measure the umami here. Oh, it's like a fucking, unit of measurement. The umami in the seaweed mixed with the umami in the soy sauce just brings it all together. Oh!
It's not even
There's
a
this
real
one-
word.
There's this one old guy who is the headmaster of the school, and when he eats delicious food, he just goes bare-chested, just randomly. And one of the scenes, he goes bare-chested and he gets pissed because he went bare-chested without even posing. That's how good the food was.
It's not even a real word. It's like the word "fooly cooly."
Yeah.
It's just like a filler word.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's talk about the last bad thing so I can get this off my chest. I
Okay.
played a little game called Skater XL.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't
I
amazing.
What?
It wasn't amazing.
It is the worst game that I've played of 2020 so far.
Oh.
It is absolutely atrocious. I cannot believe I spent $40 on this shit.
Ew.
That's the
To
hard
quote-
part.
Yeah.
Did you
So-
play more than 2 hours of it?
Oh, yeah. Well, I got it on a PS4, so I can't even return it.
Mm.
So, where do I even begin with Skater XL? Well, why don't we start with the character models? Hey, you guys remember Tony Hawk's Underground, right?
Yeah.
Did you like the models in that?
I mean, back in the day, sure.
Remember?
Yeah, how would you like that in your $40 PlayStation 4 title?
I'd be upset.
Yeah, I'm very upset. Hey, you guys remember Skate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of the Skate series?
The skating.
Hey,
Yeah.
guess what? The skating fucking sucks in this. I could see what they're doing here. Your left analog stick controls your left foot, your right analog stick controls your right foot. So, you're skating regular stance, you use the right analog stick to kick up the board, and then the left analog stick to, kick it in different directions. One problem, though. You can't use the left analog stick to turn. You use the shoulder, you use, R2 and L2. I don't like that at all. Give me a use an analog stick to control feature. What's another thing you guys liked about Skate?
I liked being able to get off the board.
Yeah, you can't get off the board.
Ugh. I liked hitting people with the board. Well, that was
that was Underground. Well, hey, did you like seeing the people walk around the city and stuff in Skate?
Yeah.
And the cars driving by?
Yeah.
There's none of that.
I don't know.
It is an empty wasteland.
What about
It's almost
the
like
size of the map?
what size of the map? I play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 maps that are bigger than some of the maps in this game. There
Oh
is
God.
no shit. One map called Downtown LA. You start off in a little enclosed area, and there's like that there really isn't much to do in. And there's like places that you can skate out of that area. And the first time that I played that map, I thought I glitched the game because there's this wide open area to just explore. While the other maps in it, like the courthouse or the courthouse steps, I could probably skate from one end of the map to the other in 15 seconds, 20 seconds. Let's be generous here.
Let's be generous here.
So it's very small. All the maps are very small, and there's like no real good places to pull off some cool combos. Downtown LA is pretty good. It's a pretty good map. A lot of places too. It just makes me want to play Skate. That's all this game does. It's just make me want to play Skate because Skate does this only 100 times better.
So it makes you want to play a good game.
Ali
Exactly.
says, "How dare you? You're not a real gamer. Skate is the best game in 2020. Change his mind."
I feel like if you listen to my conversation here, it did.
You'll change your mind.
So, another thing that's wrong with Skater XL is going back to Tony Hawk's Underground. Y'all remember the PlayStation 2 era, the 7th generation of the 6th generation of consoles? You remember having to wait like 18 hours for things to load up?
Those were the days.
Yeah, they're back, baby. They're back in Skater XL. To load up a map, which I will give it this, can take, I would say, about 45 seconds to load up a map. 45 seconds to a minute. Pretty long time to load. But not unheard of in a vast open world. But everything is loaded in at once, so I can kind of forgive it for that. But one thing I cannot forgive it for is the load times to just change outfits. To get into the menu, to select your one created character, and to change their shirt can take about a minute and a half. Because of the fucking loading screens. Because of the loading. Also, that's if you're even able to get into the character select screen. Because I have had on many occasions, the game just shit all over itself. Because I selected a character. I tried to select my character to change their outfit. To get a fucking trophy. So now I'm on the hunt to get the platinum trophy in this game. Oh, also the game fucking stops for a second every time it switches songs, which is cool.
What?
God, I fucking remember playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 on my Nintendo 64. Jesus Christ. Yeah, every time it would just stop. The game would stop. Legit stop. To load up the new song. I also... God, where was I going from? God, there's just so much. There's too much to talk. This game makes me want to make another review. Makes me want to review this. Oh, I'm going for the Platinum Trophy now. The Platinum Trophy. So I'm trying to get all the trophies in this game. That, I don't think that's going to happen, Chief.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I got all but 2. Not
Okay.
including the actual Platinum Trophy. One is called Indestructible, where you have to bail 1,000 times. Okay, easy enough. I found a nice little spot that I could just fall through the world. I could just spawn in, fall through the world. So, I could just let the game run. The other one is called Around the World, and I'm not talking about the Daft Punk song. Around the world means you have to skate. It's like 40,000 kilometers. However, the distance to make it around the world is. People out there who are much smarter than me have done some math, done a lot of maths involved with this. They have found that if you wanted to do that trophy, if you were to leave your PlayStation or Xbox on 24 hours a day, it would take you roughly, and everything is perfect, no fuck-ups, no none of that stuff. It would take you, in the most optimum route, about 113 days to get this trophy.
It's a lot of gameplay.
Yeah.
It's a lot of grind.
If you never turn your system off.
If you never turn your system off, and everything works perfectly.
Everything would break.
There is one spot in the game. Well, there's two spots, but one is the most optimal way of getting it, where it's on this map called Big Ramp.
Okay.
Spoiler alert, it's got a big fucking ramp in it.
Got a big ramp.
So you slide down the ramp, and you go out of bounds, and you keep skating, you keep scooting around, keep scooting until you hit a visible wall, and then you wipe out. Now, the game likes to do this fun, very fun thing. And I'm not talking about when I try to goddamn ollie, the bottom of the board sticks into the ground and I wipe out. Or how I phase through fences sometimes when I'm trying to grind them. Or, just my board just disappears. Those are all neat. This one is even more infuriating because I'm trying, goddammit, I'm trying to play this game. I'm trying to cheese it so I can get this fucking trophy and make this $40 feel like it's worth something. I got my money's worth out of it. It does this really cool thing where you'll just be skating along. If you just leave the controller be, you might not go in the right direction. There's RNG elements to just setting the fucking controller down and letting it roll. Oh, hey, maybe he just didn't get enough air, and that he's, maybe he just didn't get enough air, so you smack into the side of the this half pipe and then just fall down, and you don't wipe, you don't crash, you don't bail, so you're just sitting there, standing. Yeah, even though your character did the exact same thing 50 goddamn times in a row because you sat there and watched it. You babysat that son of a bitch, and then you decide to go to bed, maybe to catch up on a little bit of sleep that you're not getting because you're playing this fucking game that's a piece of shit, and it's keeping you up at night because you make bad decisions, and it makes you think about all your other bad decisions you ever made. Only to wake up the next morning to your character just fucking standing there, not moving. And then you start panicking. Well, fuck, how long was this on for? How long did this stay like this? Oh god, how many hours of gameplay did I possibly lose? I'm trying to get this trophy. That's all I want, game. Just give me the fucking trophy. So Skater XL, pretty good game. Buy it. No, don't buy it. It's a piece of shit.
Please, no.
Like I said, it's the worst fucking game. If this game was $20, I'll be able to forgive it. I'll be able to forgive a lot of things. But this is version 1.0.
Yeah, it's not it's not an alpha.
It's not early access. I would be able to forgive it if it was $40 in an early access. This is a full release game from a studio that asks you for $40 fucking dollars.
On PlayStation 4.
And on Steam. And on Xbox.
It's wild.
This is a game that came out at almost full price. And it is a buggy piece of shit.
I don't know where game companies get off releasing such buggy content.
And this
Who's
was
the
something
publisher? Who's the developer?
Deadlines, yeah, I don't know.
Team Reptile, I think.
I just fail to see how it's such an acceptable practice these days. It's like, imagine if you went to a say you go to Burger King and your favorite thing in the whole world is just a simple cheeseburger, add the XL sauce, maybe some bacon. right? And you get it every single time. For some people, hold the pickles, hold the onions, right?
the
And
Burger King
and
foot
add the
fungus?
cheese, and hold the Burger King foot fungus. And you ask them specifically to hold the Burger King foot fungus. It's not that complicated. It's not that hard to do that. To refrain from putting it on the sandwich, and yet they do it every time. Do you think that if there was a restaurant out there, well, you guys have seen Hell's Kitchen.
It's fucking raw.
He goes there and he fucking starts throwing shit and flipping
Idiot
tables.
sandwich.
Yeah,
That's the perfect analogy.
that
The
is.
game is fucking raw.
It's terrible. Like, I don't understand how game developers can how are you able to get away with this so high? Is it just because we let them? Have we, as a society, as a gaming culture, become accustomed to mediocre cuckery that they put out these days that's unfinished? Like, you shouldn't be glitching through the world in a game that's done.
I mean, they tend to fix things.
Yeah, but when you spend
40.
$40 on a game that they put their thing on there that says this is a finished product. This game is we deem this worthy to fully release it. Then
So
there's no fucking
I-
excuse.
Like,
I
I can
100% agree, but also on like
or if it's some crazy weird, like you gotta fucking move the controller in a certain way and like jump on a certain spot, spinning around a couple times, and then this weird glitch happens. But like for it to happen on simple things too is just.
I guess my question is
Man.
like this game is like clearly not finished, correct?
It is not finished. No,
And
this
it's
seems
not
like
just
a
a simple case of like something like Anthem as to where it just didn't work. Because I forgive games that just don't work the way they were supposed to, because it didn't pan out that way. But if a game is blatantly not done, that's a different story.
yeah. I feel like this game is in early access still, but they slapped version 1.0 on it.
Interesting.
Like this
I
needs
don't
so much more polish.
It's just
Because I
become-
thought like even with Anthem's faults, if you get past a lot of that, it's a clean game for the most part. Like it's pretty. Like I know Anthem. The only reason I'm using Anthem is because that was like the most recent giant flop. But like even like No Man's Sky, it didn't work, and then they fixed it, and then it worked.
Well, I think No Man's Sky's problem was the same thing with Skater because it's like it didn't feel like a fully finished game.
Well, No Man's Sky, as far as I know, like besides like the multiplayer and shit, and besides like the couple of the things they added in, it was that game.
I
Obviously,
think
they
that's like
promised
a whole...
more, but
Yeah, Peter Molyneux did.
Yeah. Yeah, they overpromised it a lot, and I know they've changed it quite a bit. Like pretty
Game we're
much,
talking about now?
No Man's
No
Sky.
Man's Sky.
Okay.
Pretty much
Yeah.
every time I try and play that game, it's like, oh, well, you haven't played it in a bit. Let's start again. It's like, great.
Sweet.
Great.
Sick.
I don't want to.
Yeah, but I mean, at least I build another base every time. So it's a different experience every time I play it. Like it's definitely a lot better for new players. Like before, it was just kind of thrown together, and I still
Okay.
enjoyed it because I figured it out. But it's a
Yeah.
lot more polished now, a lot more of a
Yeah.
complete game.
But yeah, Skater XL sounds like a terrible time.
Yeah. Hey, if you guys ever want to play it,
Give it
let
a
me
few
know.
years.
If you ever want to
Yeah.
play it, just let me know. I can.
Well, that's how they get away with it.
You
is
can
they
share
just-
my pain.
I don't want to share your pain with unfinished games. That's so annoying.
Well, that was.
But I guess you know what you're getting when you buy it, though, when it's unfinished.
Yeah. Yeah. At least you know when you're seeing when you see the early access, you know that you're not getting a finished game. You're not getting
Right.
a finished product. You're getting the hope that one day it will get finished.
Yeah.
Well, that's my week.
That was a long
Finally.
ass week.
Yeah. Well, it didn't help that my blood pressure went up at least 80 points talking about Skater XL.
Yeah.
All right.
So we got
let's-
news, boys.
Well, hold on. Well, no, you haven't really been here, so you don't remember the flow of things. Let's talk. Let's give a big old shout out to our patrons.
Hey, yo.
Hey, Mark, where can you become a member of the Lockpick Nation?
It's patreon.com/levelandluck podcast.
There you go.
Hey,
Massive shout out to Morgan and Jeffrey for continuing on with your enhancing your lockpick skills.
being the
Yes.
true MVPs here.
The real OGs. Let's get into some news, shall we? All right, raise of hands. Who has some news?
I have news in regards to only one thing.
I
So
mean,
you
I guess
guys-
I have like a little tiny smidget of news.
All right, who wants to go first? It doesn't matter.
I mean, I can go first because
All right,
mine will
you go
literally be
first.
like 5 seconds. So,
Pixel 4a was
Google-
released.
Google announced the Pixel 5 and the 4a 5G at $500. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. A 5G phone at $500. That's actually really cheap considering everyone's raising their prices of their phones by like $300 to $400 because of the 5G chips. But yeah, I watched a review of it earlier, and it looks like a Pixel. It's not exciting. Google's not doing anything exciting anymore.
Nothing new, nothing fancy.
They don't want so their mantra currently seems to be, "Hey, make the phone, but don't give a fuck about anything besides the camera."
Well, I mean that's their bread and butter, especially with their
I get that, but the phone themselves seem to like Marquise Brownlee was like, it's boring. It's plain.
every
There's
phone's
n-
boring and plain
I
nowadays.
disagree. Like
This
even
ain't
like
the goddamn 90s.
I'd
Where
say
phones were interesting.
with like some of the extremes and like the redesigns of Samsung doing, and then Apple going, obvious. Like a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, they're just going back, but like I think bringing a square phone into 2020 is like a really big thing because it's kind of bringing a retro design into the future. I'm personally cool with that. I like that a lot. But like even the Pixel 4 was like kind of a cool looking phone. But the Pixel 5 looks super lame. And the Pixel 4a
Well, they didn't
looks
show off the
super
5
lame.
yet.
We
Yeah.
have an actual picture. We have quite a few pictures of the actual back. I can't imagine they're going to do anything crazy with the front of it besides have it.
I want to know what's in it.
Yeah.
As far, yeah, I mean,
That's the
they
big
said they're
thing
not
for
going to
me.
put any crazy chip in it. It's not going to be a flagship chip. It's probably going to be a 65 or a 75, more than likely. 55. 55, yeah. One of the older chipsets from like the S10 series. They said they weren't putting a new chipset in it because they're mainly focusing on keeping price point and camera.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I just wish they would do something. They're Google. Shouldn't they do something cool?
You would think.
Yeah, they tried to do something cool and then they killed off.
Yeah.
They didn't
Uh,
kill
See,
off
I've heard-
Stadia yet.
I've heard no. But give it time, give it another 6 months.
I think the Pixel phone is really their focus on the operating system more than anything else. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, we're gonna give a phone with absolute stock Android that doesn't have the greatest of spec, doesn't have the greatest of batteries, but is able to size up with the rest of the phones that are out there.
Yeah.
So
well,
it's just Google trying to sell themselves.
it's kind of like what Apple and Microsoft are doing. Like with Microsoft doing with their Surface line of stuff, where it is, you're spending an arm and a leg for underpowered stuff, but it's kind of optimized perfectly for Windows 10. Same with Apple,
Right.
with especially like their computers, where it's under spec'd, but it's optimized for everything on there.
That's why you have like when you compare like an i3 like MacBook to like an i5, just HP, the MacBook, depending what you're doing, could outperform it because it's
Exactly.
properly optimized and it functions better.
Bingo.
Like I get that. I don't know, like I like seeing cool new things and like designs I haven't seen before. And you gotta have some form of eye candy to keep like It's not even shiny. It's just super dull and boring looking. Like mainly, I'm talking about the 4A. It's super matte,
Yeah, well,
and
the
it
4A
just
is all
looks
plastic.
like it looks old. It's weird. Like and the screen apparently isn't super impressive.
It's impressive for the 350 price point.
Well, the
I've read
4A
nothing but
is the 4A
incredible.
5G is the 500.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but rave reviews for the 4A.
We'll see when it comes out. I don't know. I think the battery life's the most impressive thing for the price point. I thought that was I thought it was a decent battery. I can't remember.
Bigger battery than the 4.
Yeah. So
Much
I mean
bigger.
that's cool. I don't know. I'm hoping the Pixel 5 does something neat, like have a really dope camera. And then there's still the possibility Google releases their like giant fish because there's still one code name that isn't released yet. Because I think we found out Redfin, and I think we found out there was another one, Sunfish. I think both of those we found out because that was the 4A and the 5. I think there was one more that John Redinger was talking about of having this like Mac Daddy kind of fucking Pixel phone, kind of like how the Ultra is. But we'll see. I hope they do something cool. Apple's been super quiet. The one person I usually watch for that, I think he's dead. I don't know. John Prosser kind of fell off the face of the earth. But yeah, that's all I really got, I guess.
Mark, you want to talk about your stuff? Jeff, you want to talk about your stuff? Don't matter to me. Want me to talk about my stuff?
Yeah, don't matter to me none. Clicking buttons.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I got a few things. I'm usually pretty quick. Whatever. So Sea of Thieves put out a new update this previous week. So there's actually a shit ton of stuff that happened into it. They added the Ashen Winds. So it's a good old fire tornado where you can meet Ashen Lords and Skeleton Captains, and then get good old Ashen Wind Skulls, which can also function as flamethrowers apparently. I haven't tried it, but apparently you can make some money off of them or use them to burn people.
Nice.
There's a bunch of stuff in the Pirate Emporium, so if you want to spend some more money, there's stuff there, bundles that you can buy, it seems.
Nice.
They supposedly fixed mermaids, so who knows?
Fixed mermaids.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much every update they try and fix mermaids because, like, you know, you're supposed to jump in the water and then a mermaid's supposed to appear to take you back to your boat, but a lot of times that doesn't always happen. So, yeah, it supposedly fixed it. Well, it seems okay right now. Who knows? I have to play it a little bit more. And then a shit ton of general gameplay improvements. So, a bunch of stuff with Arena. They added Polish and Korean. So if you ever want to play it in those languages, there you go. Here's your time.
Nice.
Yeah, and just a bunch of general updates. I would check out their changelog because it's a hefty list of stuff. Microsoft announced that they're redesigning their new Xbox store. And it looks a lot more Metro, so similar to their Xbox app on the PC. It kind of follows the same sort of style, but more of a TV-based sort of UI. Major Nelson did a really big stream on it earlier this week, talking about.
Nelson.
Yeah, I was surprised that dude's still around. But
I know. I haven't heard him doing anything in since the 360 era.
Yeah, apparently he does like podcasting and stuff. So, you know, this sort of thing where he talks about what's new on Xbox. So there's a new redesign coming around. It's going to be going to Insiders, I believe, later this quarter, and then instituted whenever the new console comes out, I believe. So if I hear more about it, I'll let you know. Let's see if I have anything else more interesting before this. No, I guess this is my last thing.
Okay.
So there's been a I don't know too much about this because it's super dense. I'm not gonna lie. But there was a paper from the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, and the University of Kentucky, actually a bunch of medical schools, um, that used a supercomputer to try to determine the causes of Dave. Um,
Oh,
yeah, they
interesting.
actually wrote a paper on the mechanism and therapeutic models on Dave and possible medications because they found a possible source of it. You can find the paper on eLife. It's written by Mike R. Garvin, called a mechanistic model and therapeutic interventions for uh, Dave involving RAS medicated brachian storms.
Just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, it's a very thick ass article. It's very scientific and stuff. But the TLDR that I got it from is, oh gosh, there's a bunch to it. But they're pretty much finding a way that Dave interacts with your lungs and why that stuff is happening to your lungs and why you're having so many different side effects and things that are happening with it. So they figured out, or at least supposedly figured out the thing that's causing all of the issues with people's lungs. So there's no clinical trials, at least at this point, but they're already in touch with groups who are considering testing these new findings and finding new therapies and treatments. So just figured I'd share.
Nice.
Good old supercomputers doing their thing.
Supercomputers fighting Dave.
Now that was everybody. Wasn't that the one where they were asking everybody to volunteer their extra GPU performance to it or something?
I actually don't believe so.
I think that's-
I believe this was
Yeah, I
like
didn't
a
think that was
bunch of
part of the-
schools that, or a bunch of universities that did it.
I wonder whatever happened with the data that was collected or produced with. What was the name of that project? I can't
Folding
think of
at
the,
home.
Yeah,
Folding at home?
they wrote a bunch of papers about it. They post them on their GitHub.
They're probably
But
still using it for different research and stuff.
yeah, I believe they primarily do protein folding, and it might be useful. It might not be. It's difficult to say. It's not really my specialty. But I know their GitHub has a lot of their research documents, and then their website is also very up to date on that sort of thing. So
Nice.
that's where you check that out. That's all the news I got.
Groovy.
Jeff, you want to go?
Sure. I don't have anything really too special out there except for those that have a unhealthy addiction to the Pokemon Go like I do. And let's see how many times my microphone cuts out while I'm trying to go through this real
Oh,
fast.
I got the nut button ready.
Oh, I bet you do. Why wouldn't you have that thing ready to go? All right. So anyway, what we have going on is basically for this month. Last week, the Pokemon Go Fest last weekend went down, and it was a pretty good time. A lot of people in the local parks that I was at. So, it looks like we do have quite a bit of people in our little community here. However, apparently there were some problems with it. And that is where the Pokemon Makeup 2020 Makeup Day comes in. And this is going to happen on the 16th. So if anybody out there has acquired or got one of the Pokemon Go 2020 Fest tickets, beware, check your news section. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm about to sneeze any moment now.
Oh,
Pretty confident that's about to happen.
Oh.
There it is. Okay, so check your news because in there you're going to find details as to an event that's happening on the 16th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for 3 hours. They're going to be bringing back three of the on the first day of Pokemon Go Fest. They did an event where every hour rotating, they would go through a different element of or different type. So like hour 1 was water Pokemon, hour 2 was fire Pokemon, 3 was friends or like normal Pokemon, metal. Every hour they would switch between those. So for the 3 hours in or on the on August 16th, they're going to be switching between, I believe it was Water, Fire, and Friends again. Actually, I think is what it was. Yeah, Water, Fire, and Friendship habitat hours will be appearing in the wild. With Incense, will be more effective at attracting the featured Pokemon, and certain featured Pokemon will appear only when attracted by incense. Um, Gifts open can contain rare candies. Um, the incense activation during this will last an hour instead of a half an hour. But Sunday, August 16th. But this is only going to be available for those that had acquired one of those Pokemon Go Fest tickets. So, just seeing if there's anything else pertinent here. That's kind of it in a nutshell. Next Saturday, we have on the 8th, we have Magikarp Day, which some people might be excited about. I don't really care too much.
Fucking
There's
useless day.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's going to be fish everywhere. I guess it's beneficial if you've been trying to acquire a shiny one, because it
Sure.
takes 400 every time you capture one of these guys, these Pokemon. You get 3 resources to evolve it, and I think it requires like 400 for Magikarp. So that's I suppose the benefit. But I'll tell you what, guys, if you haven't looked at that game in a long time, I would definitely maybe not check it out again, because it is so, bro, it is on such a different level than what it used to be. They got multiple tiers of league. They have the Great League, the Ultra League, and the Great League, the Master League, and the Ultra League, I believe is what it is. And it's based on combat power. And for the longest time, you'd want your ratings to be the best. Well, as it turns out, like a perfect 15 15 15 15 strength, or attack, HP, and stamina. Yeah, Captain is saying you do need 400 to get the Gyarados. So, like, say for instance, you want to fight in the Great League, which is 1500 combat power or less. It just requires way more skill than what people think, as far as like sorting through and figuring out which ones are worth keeping and which ones are not worth keeping. Because you can have I don't know, a Magikarp that's 15 15 15, but if you evolve it into a Gyarados, it pushes it past the 1500 point threshold, so you can't even fight in that 1500 point league with the Gyarados unless you pick a super low, combat power one, because when you evolve it, it boosts its combat power. But if it does, like, it's it's just a 15 15 15 will not produce a good number compared to like a 0 15 14. Turns out that stat combo is actually the best thing you can get, or the best one for a specific league. I don't know. There's just way more to it than what people think. Just look up IVs if you want to like dig into it a little bit, just to see what I'm talking
God.
about. Look up Pokemon IVs, or understanding how those work.
Ugh.
What did I cut out?
Oh, get ready for a fucking read on EVs and IVs.
Yeah, on the IVs. It's pretty crazy. Like right now, I have over 2,400 Pokemon in my Pokemon.
Sound like my
Christ.
girlfriend.
Play?
Yeah, she has like
We should raid
3,000
together.
Pokemon.
Yeah. And then when you combine that with Pokegenie, it's like, it's definitely not enough time to cover in a quick little news section here, but maybe I'll make a video. That's what I should
There you
totally
go.
do. I can't turn James up anymore. James is up as loud as he can go. I've tried. But so as far as news goes, let's backtrack a little bit. As far as news goes, presently going on is Dragon Week. So again, because of the Pokemon Go Fest, and during that event, they had quests that they were requiring the entire community to try to participate in. So it would be like, use a candy on a use a candy when you go to catch a Pokemon, or it would be um throw 3 great throws or something like that. So because people successfully accomplished what they were asking to do, they have events every week for the next 4 weeks, I believe. This first week is Dragon Week, which runs from July 31st to August 7th. And for this period of time, you'll be able to scoop things like Gibble, Executor, the Alolan one. Rayquazas will be in 5-star raids. Just a lot of dragon type stuff popping up in the wild. Same with the August research breakthroughs. There's a chance you can actually scoop up a Scraggy in that one, which is a little lizard looking creature. I really wish there was at least one of you guys that played this with me.
I mean, I played Pokemon Shield.
You did join me when we went out the one day. Did you
Yeah,
know
when
that
you-
if you take your phone and you hook it up to a Switch and you go to the Alolan gym in Pokemon, I think Sword and Shield, whatever one you play on the Switch,
Yeah.
if you go to the Alolan Pokemon Center or something, you have to do something in the Alola region. But when you link your phone to it, you actually get a gift.
Yeah.
It's a secret box. And when you activate that secret box on your phone, it will actually trigger a Pokemon by the name of Molten to spawn.
Oh yeah.
And you can get this box. It has a refresh of a week, I think. You can do this every week. And I think average is like 10 to 20 Moltons you can actually acquire
Yeah,
while doing
that
this.
that Pokemon was created just for Pokemon Go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're
It's a
thinking
kind
of
of
the
a
one that
cool
looks
one.
like a nut, right? Like a
Yeah, it literally looks like a nut. Yeah.
yeah, like a tool thing. Like that you use like a
yeah,
soldering
yeah,
tool.
yeah, for sure. So that's a cool thing to look into as well if you do play and you know somebody or you yourself have a Switch. That's kind of a hidden thing. And then we have some spotlights this week or this month. These are on Tuesday, every Tuesday, from I think every Tuesday at 6 p.m. local time, and each hour will spotlight a different Pokemon and special bonuses. So for week 1, which is tomorrow, you're looking at Horsey. August 11th is Sableye. 18th is Venompede, and 25th is the Geodude. Lane can't post it. Let's Walker has something.
Trying to post something.
He is trying to
The
post
link.
something there. So I think that is really all I got going on right now. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. Yeah, that's all I got in the really that. I mean, there was a little bit of the news from Sea of Thieves, but Mark covered it way better than I would have anyways. Way better than I would have covered it. I think that's about all I got for now. I've been trying to break into the scene a little bit. Like one of the things we used to do when we were in Florida is we'd have train raid days where what that would be or raid day, which was basically it was from 6 o'clock to 9, I think, on Wednesdays. I don't remember if it was every Wednesday. I think it was once a month. Where what we would do is there would be no joke like 40 or 50 cars, all caravan like in groups, one after the other, and the Discord group there was so on point that they actually had it so it would be like, all right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go from here to 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 here, and basically raid as many gyms as possible. And then they would fly, dude. It gave me so much anxiety because people drive like jerks sometimes in Florida, especially so. And I could never be the driver because I don't drive that fast, nor do I drive recklessly enough. And when I would be in a car with other people, I'm not even driving and my knuckles are white because I'm grabbing the hell out of the old shit bar. People are whipping turns around, busting up on 2 wheels, flying down the road, doing ramps over curbs, just to get a good spot so they can catch their damn Rayquaza or whatever it is. But I'm trying to find that here because those are actually really fun to participate in. So I've been poking around in the different Facebook groups and the Discord, trying to see what they got going on. But that's pretty much all I got because that has kind of been all I've been really doing this week. Oh yeah, I'm gonna kick the hacky sack over to over to you, James.
Well, thanks, Jeff,
Yeah,
our
I'm gonna pass it over.
Pokemon Go correspondent.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
always good to hear you.
Trying
Always
to
good
catch
to hear you
a
talk about that stuff.
Dratini right now. Oh, did I get it? Oh,
I
got
think
it.
you did.
No, it
I
ran
don't know,
away
you
like a little jerk.
what a bitch.
Fucking Dratinis. I'm actually after the elusive shiny Dratini. I actually got a shiny Executor today. The Alola. I got an Alolan and a Alolan
big old palm
shiny
tree.
Executor. Yeah, yeah, it's a huge one and it's shiny.
I can't
Which
wait
is
till they.
kinda
Did they
cool.
say anything about adding like Galarian, Pokemon to it, like the Dapper, wheezing and coughing?
I wish they would. I don't know much about that. Right now it's Johto. It's what is it?
Kanto,
Johto,
Johto, um,
Hoenn,
Hoenn.
Sinnoh,
Oh wow,
Unova,
they got Sinnoh.
and
Okay.
Kanto.
Huh.
That's it.
Have you guys seen?
Alolan shit.
Oh,
What?
and Unova.
What's this Alolan shit? What does this mean?
That
What
was
is
from
what did you
Why?
see?
That was
It's
from
like
Sun and
Hawaii
Moon.
stuff.
Yeah, they
Why
had
am
a
I
lot of.
seeing like Pokemon that are like ice based, but not actually ice based, but
Well, I
iced
mean,
out fucking Sand Slash and shit? What is this nonsense?
well, actually, that is, I do believe, Alolan Sandslash is
That's
an ice type Pokemon. Same with Alolan Ponyta is an
Pokemon
ice
isn't
type
Pokemon
Pokemon.
anymore.
Oh, not all of them. No, no. The
Some
Alola
of them
ones
are.
are Hawaii. And like the Alola Executor, I think is actually dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a plant dragon. Some of them are super cool, dude. Like the Ninetales, bro.
Oh, yeah.
When I got the Ninetales, I immediately thought of you, Kitsune.
Yeah,
Or what the fuck you call yourself now?
you know. That's fine.
Look at this guy. I don't know if you can see it very well.
I mean, it's cool looking, but like
That one is cool. That one is
it
dope.
just seems like they're doing so much now, and they've lost like the main concept of Pokemon.
Well, do you
And I don't
remember?
know
It's
what
the
the
same
fuck the main.
concept. It's still the
It
same
just
fucking
you used
concept.
to
You
have
catch a
changing and
Pokemon
adding in
into
fucking
little
elements
balls,
to characters who didn't
and then
have
you
those
run around the
elements.
world and you fucking make friends. That's all Pokemon is.
They're
It
just
kept it
throwing a bunch
true.
of bullshit onto it.
What, they're just
No.
And
changing
what's up with their
types?
fucking Dynamaxing fucking things?
Yeah, big
Fucking-
chunky boys.
Fucking
Oh
Bulbasaur
my
is a dinosaur with a bulb on its back. Bulbasaur. It
Bulbasaur,
hasn't changed.
Bulbasaur is just a giant frog. That's what
It's not a
he
frog.
is. Yes, he is. Look it
It's
up.
not a fucking
Yes,
frog.
it is. Yes, it is.
Holy shit.
Look it up.
I'm
Look it
fucking
up.
looking it
It's
up.
canon. Look it the fuck up.
Hold on. Hold the phone there, Chief. All right. All right, Google. Is Bulbasaur
Bulbasaur's a
frog?
fucking toad. If you want to be more specific.
Well, here, actually, I want to show. I actually do want to show.
It's a
Walker
small,
something.
squat amphibian and plant Pokemon. That doesn't make it a fucking frog.
So I do want to. I kind of want to show, dude. I'll show you this real quick because he's asking, or he's not asking, but he's like, he doesn't know how to check the IVs and stuff. So this is just real quick for our TV viewers here, just to kind of show you real quick, and then by just looking at one of them, you might be able to get the idea how much more intimate this can become as far as like really digging into this. So you see, I have. Come on, focus. A whole bunch of these are Swablu's. A whole bunch of Swablu's here. I got a handful of these guys.
What's
Okay.
a Swablu?
It's like it turns into
It's like a bird that's made of clouds.
yeah, yeah. All right. So when you check the stats, so I clicked on one. Let me do the appraiser real quick. All right. So you check the stats on it. Boom. That's one of them. So that's a 1-star, which is you would think, okay, that's kind of trash.
Good old Erie, Pennsylvania.
Yep. Now, if I
Gotta get
wanted to
swatted.
spend the resources to amp this dude up all the way, it would cost a whole bunch of the Stardust. I know it's hard to see because it's backwards, but it would cost Stardust and resources to do it. The reason I have so few is because I just did one of these yesterday, and then I got one that was slightly more powerful. So let me show you what the thing that makes this thing so stupid ridiculous and so much more time consuming now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look up the actual IV of this thing. So I have an app called PokeGenie. It does an overlay on your screen, and it takes a picture of your screen. And what it does is it actually shows you the stats. So the attack is 0, defense is 13, and the strength Yeah, strength is 15. Okay. So the reason that this underneath it says 666 upside down and backwards is because it's 99.9, which means what they've done is they have added those 3 tiers of PvP battling. So there's up here you have the combat CP, the combat points. And every time I level it up, those points go up a little bit more. Once they surpass 1500, I can't fight it in the Great League because the max in the Great League is 1500 points. Then that pushes you into the Master League, which is 2500 points
League, I would think.
and under. And then Ultra League is unlimited. So if you got something that was a perfect 15 15 15, in a lot of cases that would work for the Ultra League because you're not going to it's going to push past that anyways. But I'll go into this PvP section here and actually show you what it is. So these stats get a little weird. And again, it's probably hard to see because of the being backwards thing, if I could get it to focus. Okay. So basically what this thing is showing, I wish I could flip it, but basically what this thing is showing us is if I was to max this thing out, or actually if I bring it to level 26 or 29, if I bring it to level 29, come on. Based on those 3 numbers, in the beginning, the 15 or the 0, 15, 13 or whatever, based on those numbers, if I level this thing up, this is a 90 out of all of the possible combination of numbers, which there comes out to like 4,000 potentials. This one specifically for a league that's, if I powered it up to as close to 1500 as I can get it, is the out of all 4,000, 999.9. This is the like 0.1 or worse than this. And then if I wanted the numbers for the Ultra League, which this wouldn't be a good one to use in the Ultra League because it actually doesn't even surpass. I'll just tell you because you can't even see it, because it only goes to 1803. So to try to have this thing battle in a 2,500 point league when it can only max out completely at 1803, wouldn't really want to do it. But because it will max out at 1494 at level 29, it makes sense. So when it comes down to it, you can literally spend hours and hours going through one after the other, after the other, after the other. One will be good for one league where it's not good for another league, where one's good just to max out. And then under different circumstances, I don't know, maybe I'll just make a YouTube video that explains it so that so that I can maybe brainwash more people into playing it with me, because it's so much more than it used to be. And then I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for the fact that they have the leagues where you can fight each other now, if they didn't have that, I probably wouldn't play it. But if James and I, we order a pizza and we both go to reach for that last piece and our hands bump each other and we back up and we look at each other like,
You just start making out.
well, we could make out.
Well, that would happen
make out,
first.
and whoever laughs first gets the pizza.
Whoever gets a boner first loses.
Right. Or we could pull our phones out and be like, all right, we're going to do this. We're going to settle this on the battlefield right now. So there's the combination of that, of just being able to have casual battles with your buddies. And then there's the actual whole section of the game that they've added that is literally just battling each other.
That's awesome.
So yeah. I don't know if you have any questions about it. Hit me up. Let me know. I can explain it probably in more detail, especially in the Discord. If you throw it, put the app on your phone, I can kind of explain what to look for while you're doing it. But that is pretty much that. That's really cool. There's a ton that can go into this game. Yeah, actually, I will give them props. When Pokemon Go first came out, I was like, this is trash. I don't like this game. This is stupid. You just walk around collecting Pokemon. It was basically geocaching, but with no much, not a ton to it. But since they've added the battling or the different, battling the leagues and this IV thing, and I don't know, that's what I like about it. That's what I enjoy about it, is the competitive side of it. But that's my news, and that's my little breakdown of how that works. Send me a direct message if you wanna know more,
If you want to battle.
or if you want to battle,
Yeah.
come see me.
1v1 me IRL.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna. Sorry for taking the hack from me. I'm gonna kick back over.
You're fine, Jeff.
You're fine.
No worries. And also, Jeff, probably wouldn't pull out my phone to play Pokemon Go against you for the last slice of pizza. I'd whip out my my dual disc and send your bitch ass to the Shadow Realm. So, oh, I forgot to mention, I bought
Yuki boy. A dual
Did you
disc?
buy a dual disc?
Oh,
no close. I bought a booster box of Pokemon or of Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Oh, nice.
it's awesome.
I spent $60 on it. They're worth like 40 something.
Oh, you already did the math?
Oh yeah, I already did the math.
It's usually
Yeah.
how it goes.
Oh yeah, most expensive card was like $6.
Aw,
No.
That's
Nice.
sick.
that $30 card was pretty dope.
Oh yeah, I already sold that.
Yeah.
I got a secret rare card out of there, so it's like super shiny and sparkly. $1.11 it's worth. Actually, I think I have it. Yeah, this guy's like a fucking $1.11.
Yeah.
For the secret shiny card.
Yeah, I'm fucking butthurt.
Ah,
All right, hey, let's get into some gaming news, shall we?
gaming news.
Wow.
You guys hate Konami like I do, right?
They're the
Sure.
worst.
You guys like PC gaming, right?
Yeah.
Well, hey, guess what? Konami's entering the desktop PC business.
Excuse me?
So,
Oh, wow.
according to this is from as reported on by Tom's Hardware, Japanese outlet PC Watch reports that the company has 3 desktop models currently available for pre-order, and the shipping will commence this summer or this September. Okay, the models range from about 1,750 USD to about $3,205, depending on the specs. So, the R-Spear C300 is their lowest model. They're called the R-Spear line, which has an i5-9400F processor, GTX 1650, 8 gigs of DDR4 RAM with a 512 SSD. That's going to be about $1,750. The Asper 700 or C700 700 Plus include a water-cooled i7-9700, an RTX 2070 Super, and 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM. These models house the same 5.2 or 512 gigabyte M.2 SSD. It will also come with a 1 terabyte hard drive. And the difference between the 700 and 700 Plus is you get a neat window.
Wow.
You get a neat window, and all models have a discrete sound card in the form of the Asus Zonar AE. So, thanks, PC Gamer, for saying this. So far, only available in Japan. Next up, hey, it's a new month, so let's talk about the new games from PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live Games with Gold. Your PlayStation Plus games for August are Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, the new game that they Shuhei talked about at the Devolver Direct, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered. Modern Warfare 2 campaign is actually available right now, while Fall Guys comes out tomorrow. Microsoft claps back with Portal Knights coming out August 1st through the 31st on Xbox One. You have Override Mech City Brawl coming out on August 16th through the 15th, available free. MX Unleashed, the original Xbox game, August 1st through 15th, and Red Faction 2, August 16th through August 31st. Speaking of Microsoft, is Microsoft killing off Xbox Live Gold?
What?
So, according to reports, they discontinued the yearly subscription to Xbox Live Gold. They stopped selling the 12-month Xbox Live Gold subscription. Also, you can still buy 1 month and 3 month through the Microsoft Store, but 12 months are not available anymore. One thing that's also interesting is that the Halo, the Halo Twitter account announced that Halo Infinite will feature groundbreaking free-to-play multiplayer experience running at 120 FPS. So it looks like Halo is going to be free to play as well. At
Yup.
least the multiplayer. And to round off this trifecta of Microsoft news, Microsoft is I accept all cookies, Eurogamer. Microsoft is rebranding Xbox Game Pass. It's just called Game Pass. So they're cutting an Xbox name from it, just called Game Pass, fueling some speculation on it coming to other platforms, which is something that Phil Spencer really wants to happen. Here's a little piece of interest news also from PC Gamer. Metal Gear Solid 5 is a video game that's been out for a very long time. Very, very long time. Not very long, but long. Pretty long time. It's been out
Like
for a
what,
minute.
5 years?
Something like that. It's been out for a minute. The multiplayer version of the game. I don't know if you guys ever dipped your toe into the multiplayer of Metal Gear Solid 5. But it has an
No.
overarching story where all the players in the world try to disarm a bunch of nukes. Well, that hasn't been done. Hasn't been done legitimately, at least.
Like
So
they haven't gotten everybody to successfully accomplish this thing yet?
correct, yeah.
Interesting.
So at the time of the writing of this article for PC Gamer, there's about 19,262 nukes on Steam, 2,494 on PlayStation 4, and well, before this article broke, 52 on PlayStation 3. So our good buddies still playing Metal Gear Solid 5 on PlayStation 3, they decided, you know what, we're sick and tired of all these nukes. And they got rid of all the nukes, all 52 of them. Which triggers a very special cutscene where it talks about nuclear warfare bad. Don't be a nuclear warfare. So, good job, gamers. You've successfully defused all of the nuclear bombs in the world.
It's wild.
Speaking of PlayStation 3, let's talk about the PlayStation 5, a not dead console. PlayStation 5, this is from the PlayStation blog, titled PlayStation 5, Answering Your Questions on Compatible PlayStation 4 Peripherals and Accessories. So, big question is, what existing PS4 peripherals will work on the PlayStation 5? Well, specialty peripherals such as officially licensed racing wheels, arcade sticks, and flight sticks will work with PS5 games and supported PS4 games. The Platinum and Gold wireless headset, as well as third-party headsets that connect via USB or audio jack, will work on the PS5. The headset companion is not compatible with PS5. The DualShock 4 wireless controllers and PlayStation officially licensed third-party gamepad controllers will work with supported PlayStation 4 games. And both the PlayStation Move motion controllers and the PlayStation VR aim controller will work with supported PlayStation VR games. So apparently, things like your PS4 controllers will sort of kind of work on the PlayStation 5, but only for playing PlayStation 4 games. And then also, the PlayStation camera will work for VR games, but it will require a PlayStation camera adapter that will be provided at no additional cost for PlayStation VR users. More details at a later date.
They're just gonna give you a free adapter. They're like, oh yeah, 3D print this at home.
Yeah, there you go. Speaking of Sony, again, trifecta, ending out the trifecta of the PlayStation block. Square Enix's Marvel's The Avenger. It's a game that's coming out here soon. And the PlayStation version's getting a very special character. That's an exclusive. Good old Spoderman.
Hey,
Is going to be a PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 exclusive character. And I like how the Verge article here says it's not clear whether Sony paid Square Enix extra for the exclusive character, or it's simply an extension of the movie rights that Sony has long held since.
It's probably
It's probably the latter, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so PS4 and PlayStation 5 owners will be able to play as Spoderman, the Boy Wonder, in sometime in 2021.
Not bad.
That's all that I have for news. How long have we? Holy shit! It's not even been 2 hours yet. Fuck.
Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
you know what that means? I think it's some time for a list, boys.
Do we have a list?
I have two lists.
Okay.
Wow.
Minutes
Hey.
since we've done any lists.
I figured because I had prior to today 1, 2, 3, 4 articles. So I know we're a bit late, about the halfway point, but let's take a look at the best games of 2020 and the worst games of 2020 so far. So Gamers Radar has a really weird thing where it's like, oh, here's the June game of the month. Runner-up is Valorant. Okay, no one plays that game anymore. What are you talking about? Last of Us Part 2 was their June game of the month. Minecraft Dungeon was the runner-up for May. Maneater was the game of the month for May. April's runner-up was XCOM Chimera Squad. April's game of the month was Final Fantasy VII Remake. Big fucking shocker there. Half-Life Alyx was their March game of the year or game of the month runner-up. Animal Crossing New Horizons, because of course it was their actual game of the month. February runner-up was Zombie Army 4 Dead War. Their February game of the month was Dreams, because of course it was. January's runner-up was Kentucky Route Zero TV Edition, and their January game of the month winner was Journey to the Savage Planet. But I mean, like, you know, good games are good and all. But let's take a look at the 15 worst games to come out so far this year. All right.
The 15 worst this year?
Yeah, so far. 15 worst
Okay.
this year so far. All right, this is from Gaming Bolt. At number 15 is Disaster Report 4 Plus. Let's see here. Let me read the little snippet. Disaster Report 4 has quite a tumultuous cycle, but after upheavals because of unfortunate circumstances, the game came out earlier this year in the West, 2 years after its Japanese launch. Sadly, it wasn't worth the wait, bogged down by poor production values, repetitive and uninspired quest designs, terrible controls, and boring puzzles. It's a game that has some appeal, but only on paper. I think when I saw, because I was looking up Disaster Report 4 for something else, it said, "Hey man, the PlayStation 2 era is back." It's like, oh yeah, this looks like a PS2 game. Next one is RBI Baseball 20. With a decent selection of baseball games available on the market, RBI Baseball 20 brings nothing special to the table. It's mechanically slow and uninteresting, and it is horribly dated. At times, almost shockingly so. It doesn't really have enough depth in content to keep players engaged for a decent amount of time. If you're looking for a good baseball game to sink time into, there are far better options out there. And by that, he means one. MLB The Show. Because that's the only baseball game out there. Overpass is next. A classic case of poor execution letting down what on paper seemed like a genuinely interesting idea. Overpass, with its slow and methodical gameplay, tries to make its events seem almost like puzzle boxes to overcome, but when you get down to playing it, it's just slow and boring. On top of that, the game has very little content to offer, and combines with what is dated visuals, it's just not a game that can be easily recommended to people. This is a driving game. They didn't mention it. It's like a racing, almost like a racing game. Warcraft 3 Reforged. Remaster that somehow actively makes the base game worse is already a recipe for disaster. But when that remaster is for a game that as beloved and legendary as Warcraft 3, you just know it's going to go down in the history books for all the wrong reasons. Bugs, poor design choices, shoddy modeling work are bad enough, but the game lacks so many changes and improvements that were promised pre-release. Add to the fact that the game shares the same client as the original, and in effect essentially replaces it, as Blizzard's ownership of user-generated content, and what you have is a remaster that tarnishes the legacy of an all-time classic. Liberated is next. When you look at Liberated, which at first glance looks so unique, you want it to succeed. but Liberated just couldn't live up to the promising first impressions. It completely squanders the potential of its rich premise and an unoriginal story and underdeveloped characters, while on the gameplay side of things, simplistic combat and stealth are, plainly put, just not fun to engage with. Sure, it looks great. Nothing can take away that from that game, but as a whole, it's a disappointing case of wasted potential. Let's see here. Fledgling Heroes, Gigantosaurus, the game is next. Mafia 2 Definitive Edition. They don't like Mafia 2 Definitive Edition? Okay, Mafia 2 Mafia 2 Definitive Edition is, of course, bogged down by flaws that hamper the original game. A dull, lifeless open world, boring gunplay, uninspired mission designs. Of course, it wouldn't be fair to expect a remaster to fix all those issues. What really stings with this one is the fact that it doesn't succeed even as a remaster. The updates made to the visuals barely do even the bare minimum. There are numerous audio issues and glitches, the frame rate is absolutely shocking, and other technical issues such as texture popping are far too abundant.
Absolutely shocking.
That's a good point.
It's a good description too.
Yeah. Though the box says Definitive Edition, it really is just a glorified texture pack, and not a very good one at that. Number 9 is Hunting Simulator 2. How the hell did that game get? Hunting Simulator 2 is a fantastic game. Hunting Simulator 2 has no final goal because everything is handed to the player from the start. The game suffers from boring moment-to-moment gameplay to a too slow, largely depending on trading animals for credits and get a hold of different guns and items. The hunting becomes a chore after a while thanks to its bland gameplay loop.
I mean, it was a chore for the first time we were trying to kill anything.
Yeah. Next they have Someday You'll Return. Interesting. Next is Dawn of Fear. Dawn of Fear deserves props for its instances on delivering a classic old-school fixed-camera horror game in vein of older Resident Evil and Silent Hill games. But beyond that, there's nothing else like it here. Poorly balanced weapons that ruin the flow of gameplay, a laundry list of technical issues that actively get in the way of enjoyment, tons of visual bugs, and performance problems, the list goes on. If you really want to revisit classic old-school survival horror games, well, maybe play Resident Evil Remastered on the modern consoles instead. Waking is next. Then we have Help Will Come Tomorrow. Rugby 20. It's the next one. Rugby is definitely one of the less popular sports in the video game space. So for those aching for good rugby games, this might be right up your alley. Just be prepared to deal with inconsistent experience. The core issues ensure that this isn't a game you might be able to spend too much time with. From occasionally confusing controls to shoddy production values to a painfully limited selection of modes. And the last one is Elder Scrolls Blades. Elder Scrolls Blades was never going to be a full-fledged Elder Scrolls experience, and accepting anything along those lines would have always led to disappointment. Sadly, expecting anything good would lead to disappointment here. Blades has boring, simplistic combat, an excess of mechanics that are constantly pushing you to spend more money, dreadful and bland environments, which are more often than not hyperlinear and dull dungeons, and a surprising amount of technical issues. It uses the fact that it's a mobile game as a sorry excuse of being a poor product. So there you go. That's punching my microphone here. That is the 15 worst games of 2020 so far.
Shit.
So if you guys don't have anything else, I don't have anything else.
Get on to some releases.
Betch sweet Beppy. All right, so this is up until that looks adorable. Coming up on the 9th. All right, so on August 4th, today we got Scully coming out for PC and PS4. Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout coming out for PC and PS4. Spitlings coming out for Xbox One and PS4. Relicta coming out for PS4 and PC. Wizardry Wand of Episocity coming out for Xbox One. Then on 5th, we got a cute little corgi wearing a little hat and a bomber jacket. called Steam Tactics, coming out for the Xbox One. Rogue Cube, coming out for the Xbox One. The Mean Greens Plastic Warfare, coming out for Xbox One and PS4. Mystery Mine, coming out for Xbox One. Undermine, coming out for Xbox One and PC on the 6th. Also on the 6th, we got Clan N, coming out for PC and Xbox One. Airy, The Broken Memories, coming out for PC and Xbox One. It Lurks Below, coming out for the Xbox One. On the 7th, we got Rogue Cube, the Switch. The Best Game of the Year, Fast and Furious Crossroads, coming out for PC and PS4. Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition, coming out for PC on the 7th. Swim Sanity, coming out for the Xbox One on the 7th. Hard Cube, coming out for the Xbox One on the 7th. And Warriorb, coming out for the Xbox One on, you guessed it, the 7th. Back to you guys. Thanks, James, for all the wonderful releases there. Well, that sounds like a podcast, boys.
It does indeed.
Let's go around the horn. And what's coming up? What's coming up? Where can they find you? Etc. Etc. Nate.
Yeah, I'll go first. Why fucking not? I've fucking been gone long enough. You can find me on Twitch at Gilgamesh the Gold. Find me.
God, you're Gilgamesh the Gold.
Gilgamesh
Fuck.
the Gold?
Yeah.
What is this?
If y'all knew the anime, you'd understand the reference.
I don't watch anime
How do you
trash.
spell Gilgamesh?
Bro, okay, hold the fucking phone here. The Fate series is not trash, you fucking plebeian.
No.
Fate
No.
joined.
No, I'm not.
Plebeian?
Fucking god.
I like that word. Is
God
that a
damn.
common
Plebeian?
word? Is it plebeian?
Plebeian?
Thing?
Yeah, you've never heard of plebeian?
So,
I've
yeah.
never heard anybody use the term plebeian, but I like
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, it's
It
an actual
seems
thing.
like a good way to insult
Fate
somebody.
series is fucking god
Nate,
tier.
I'm not saying that the Fate series is trash. I'm saying anime as a whole is trash. I don't watch that anime trash,
Yeah,
boy.
you fucking weeb.
Bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't no goddamn weeaboo.
Well, weeb,
Yes, it's
weeaboo,
all
that's a
day
different
playing with
conversation to have.
He's just sitting at home all day playing with his shake weight, like.
Read my mind.
I think everything switched over to Gilgamesh at this point.
So what
But
is it?
yeah, Gilgamesh.
That's
Just
it.
because
Just
I fuck with
Gilgamesh.
it. Yeah.
Wow, you actually got the handle Gilgamesh
Yeah,
Done.
you did.
on all your platforms.
Yeah.
On just about everything besides, I want to say Xbox and fucking Ubisoft.
Like, that
Every fucking
matters.
variation. On those, it's Gilgamesh TG.
But everything else is just straight Gilgamesh.
3 of my platforms are, yes. I only have 5, so
That's not bad.
yeah, I'm pretty excited about it.
actually.
Pretty solid.
You're lucky.
But yeah, everything else is Gilgamesh TG. Aspirating the gold part.
Gilgamesh True Gamer.
GTG, gotta go. But yeah, I don't really think I'm gonna be doing anything. Right now, I'm focusing on getting shit done with my car. Getting a new dash put in, so I can have fucking CarPlay and shit because it didn't happen. I didn't get that.
Are you never gonna finish the Rise of the Cthulhu?
I still haven't fucking gone back to finish that game, mainly because the place I left off, I was going through the part of the insane asylum, and I was just going in and out of the same fucking door, and I got really annoyed and pissed off because like you go through this door, but it's actually like this mental fucking demonscape portal looking thing, and you have to walk around, find a giant sigil, go back, walk through another door, and you walk through the same door you walked through to get through that door, but then there's another door, and there's a lot of fucking doors, and it's just a whole thing I don't want to deal with.
So you're saying like it's difficult section to get through?
It's not because I figured out
Sounds
the
more annoying
majority
than
of it.
anything.
It's just tedious.
My bro, like that's why you skip that shit and you watch a YouTube video real fast. Fuck it. Seriously, fuck it. Like if you're trying to stream do a thing, I
Yeah.
give it 10, 15 minutes and I'm done waiting. If I can't figure out a puzzle and the people hanging out for the show doesn't tell me, I am done. I'm Googling that shit because I am not.
Yeah.
I just sit here. Oh, don't ruin it for yours. Fuck that. I'm not wasting 100 years trying to fucking
Yeah.
figure out this
That's what we
damn
did with
impossible.
Canarium. James fucking sent me the pattern for
Yeah,
that
that's what
shit.
I'm saying.
Hell yeah.
I got
I was your
who has
wingman for
time
that.
for all that, especially when
I was your
you're streaming.
co-pilot.
Hell
just
yeah.
I won't forget the time that I was like, I typed in your chat, get on the fucking Discord, you goob. And then I was just
Sometimes it's
walking you
needed,
through how to do
man.
it.
I'll eventually have to finish my playthrough of The Last of Us, but that's not really like relevant anymore because last time I played it was right before the release of 2. And now people probably don't care, but I might do it again.
Plus,
Who
I would
knows?
What-
be playing that game
what-
right now with Dave.
Last of Us, yeah.
Speaking
Um,
of Dave, Nate, when are we gonna play fucking Resi? When are you gonna play all the Resi games with me?
I mean, I'm fucking
I'll
down.
join you guys now that I'm in town. We could do
Yeah, I'm
Chatterbox.
down.
You guys remember Chatterbox by any chance?
I don't fucking know what you're talking about.
Do you, James? Chatterbox? It was a series that I did on like Tuesdays, I think. And it was just what you would do is a couple people would sit in the same room and essentially just pass the controller around. Like we were playing Resident Evil 7. And every
That
time
sounds fun.
every time one of us would die, we would just pass the controller to the next person. And then we just talked. Like we just talked shit on the game, talked shit on each other, and just had a pretty good time.
That sounds like a fun fucking time.
It is fun. It is fun. It was actually hilarious, bro. We've had, dude, Final Fantasy or fucking Resident Evil 7. We called them the Cuck Monsters.
That's great.
See, I couldn't do that with Resident Evil because I'd just be yelling at you guys too much.
It's likely. That's
Be
what
like,
makes it
no, deposit the green herb. You're fine. You don't
Yeah,
need
yeah.
all that ammo.
Stop
Why are
trying
you
to smoke
shooting
the
that?
green herb?
Why are you shooting that fucking zombie? You just run past him.
Oh, that's how you do it?
Conserve all your goddamn ammo.
I didn't know you were supposed to run past them.
You conserve all of your ammo and all of your healing items because even after the final boss, you don't know if you might need them or not.
Good to know. I didn't know that.
No, that's just how I play it because I'm an insane person. That's how I play fucking survival horrors. You never heal. If you heal, you lose.
I see.
You did it
Isn't
wrong.
that an achievement too? Like if you can go
Well,
over
that's
the
I think
yeah.
that's how you get that's a good way to get like the S ranks in some of the resis. Is like heal or no saving certain amount. Healing
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, you have to go so long without, or you can only save so many times in the game. Okay, how about you, Mark? What's your where can I find you? What are you getting into this week, man?
Who knows if I ever make content, but if you ever want to see it, it'll be on Twitch and YouTube at MarkDude701.
He says it's mediocre, but it's actually very soothing.
Above mediocre.
It's a way
if you
above
will.
mediocre.
Appreciate it. But who knows if I'll ever do anything. We'll see. I'll try my best. It's a weird time for me with, I don't know, going back to school and all that sort of stuff. It's just a lot of changes that I'm going through. So I'm just trying to find some time to, relax and play some games. So we'll see what we'll do. But if you want to see that, it'll be on Twitch or YouTube at MarkDude701. Who else hasn't gone? Because I haven't
about
been
you,
paying
Jeff?
attention.
Okay, Splash Screen Gaming here on the Twitch and the YouTube. Team Splash Screen on the Facebook and the Instagram, and Splash Screen G on the Twitter. And we do have a Discord page. So just hit me up if you want the link to that. I gotta find somewhere normal to put that. But that's it. And then as far as what I'll be doing this week, I don't know. I'm gonna see what the guys are doing. I'm gonna keep putzing around with my setup though. Like I've been making little tiny adjustments. Like last week, we got the internet running properly now. We bypassed a switch that kept cutting out because of upload speeds. I'm guessing. I have no idea. It works fine until I try to upload, and then it cuts out like 6 seconds. But I fixed that. Got the Yeti set up, which sounds a lot better than this. I think.
Yeah.
But I got to play with it a little bit. And then next, I actually want to start recording YouTube videos like I used to. So I got my laptop, took almost an entire day. I don't know where the hell it went. It took like a whole day for the updates to go through because I
Nice.
haven't used it in months. But usually what I do is I run my camera and my microphone to that, and then I record the game on the big machine, and then I put the two together after the fact, so that this way, when I want to do a zoom up on my face, or I don't have to adjust. I have two separate things I can work with, so I can make the face cam do something weird while the background stays the same and that kind of thing. Plus, the audio I think sounds a little better.
Jeff, do you do the little sync clap?
Yeah.
Sync everything up. Yeah, you
Yep,
gotta do
yep,
the clap.
you kind of have to. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do over the course of this week is try to get some stuff recorded because I really want to play A Plague's Tale and I really want to play Hellblade.
Both
Those are
fantastic.
both of those games I really want to play. And then when Mark's not looking, I'm going to pull some crazy computer Jedi shit and somehow find a way to borrow his copy of Death Stranding so I can play it. Because $60 is too fucking much for a video game.
It's good though, so I don't regret it yet.
Good. That's good. That's when
Well,
you
I
know.
think you got your money worth. Your money's
Yeah.
worth out of it.
Yeah, how many hours do I have? Few.
I'm not gonna lie, dudes. Like having the
43.
internet, 43 hours into it so far.
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad. I'm not gonna lie to you guys though, man. Having the internet working has definitely been a huge morale boost on this side, on the splash screen gaming thing.
bet.
Because, bro, when you try to stream every week and every week it cuts out like 40 times, that really you're just
sucks.
like I'm gonna punch
I'm
it.
gonna punch
all of-
everything.
everything. Just bring them. I'm gonna punch everything, all of the things.
Yeah.
So everything working properly has been a really good thing. So I'm gonna try to get this studio. I don't know. Maybe I'll get rid of some of the stuff in the background even. Let me see that joystick back there. But that's kind of that. How about you, Sir
Well-
James? What are you doing, buddy?
Well, you can watch me play Ghost of Tsushima or play some games with these goobers at twitch.tv/people8studios. You can also scheduling's hard, man.
It's hard, isn't it?
Scheduling hard to get people to meet up is hard. So who knows when we're gonna get back to Yakuza 0 and Final Fantasy 7. One day. One of these days, maybe. Maybe not next week, but the week after. When I'm off for a week. But you can check that out in my VODs from my stream at youtube.com/people8studios. And you could check out, see what I'm doing on my everyday life at Twitter at peopleahate10.
Groovy.
Well,
Right.
boys. Let's don't forget to email us things at levelandlockpodcast@gmail.com.
Gotta like us and love us.
Yeah, and follow
Like
us on
us.
Twitter at what, James?
LVL Unlocked Pod. That's LVL Unlocked Pod.
Nice.
Also on the Facebook and the Instagram and the other things.
And don't forget the Patreon.
Mark, what's Patreon?
Yeah, it's patreon.com/levelunlockedpodcast. Woo.
I also. Oh, you can
we're
also
available on a bunch of different podcasting platforms like Spotify.
Google Play. Oh,
Okay.
I got us on to
iTunes.
TuneIn as well. We're on
Did you?
TuneIn Radio now.
Are we on iHeartRadio?
We are on iHeartRadio.
That's cool.
We're on pretty much everything that isn't. I think we're on pretty much everything except for I think we're not on Pandora because then they can own the rights to the podcast. I read in the fine print, and I said no, go away. I'm not doing that. So we're not on Pandora, but we're on pretty much everything.
That seems silly.
I also started us up with a different like social media called Swell. I got an email about that. So it's basically just a chit chat and like you just make like up to 5-minute little like video posts or audio posts. It's meant for like podcasters. So who knows what we'll be doing on that.
Cool.
I've had this account for like a month now, and I still haven't posted anything on it.
It'll be swell.
It
Yeah.
will be pretty swell.
Uh,
Well, join us. That's a good end to podcast land. See us next week. Hopefully Sunday, maybe Monday. We don't know. Our schedule's so fucked up.
we'll get figured out.
Probably
eventually.
we'll figure it. I don't know. Man, I just work here.
I just show
just
up
work here.
sometimes.
I just show.
Right.
Hey man, 79 episodes strong.
That is crazy. 79 weeks in a row we've done this. That's a lot.
That's
I don't know if-
crazy.
I don't know if it's been weeks in a row, but at
Ugh.
least consecutive episodes.
Yeah.
It's been
well, and also
mostly-
we took
we
that
haven't
one. We
missed-
took that week off too.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
been
Forget
like
about
1 or
that.
2 weeks missed, but it's been pretty solid for the most part.
Yeah, I think that when we took the break, at the beginning of the year, that was our first break that we ever
This
took.
is the rock that holds the rest of my week together. I'm like, all right, Sundays, sometimes Mondays we have the podcast. I plan everything else in my life around that.
There you go. All right, guys, that's enough rambling. Bye.
Bye
Have a
bye.
good one, folks.
Thanks for your time, everybody. Have a killer evening.